Yo.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Mr. Loki in the building. Yo, we hungry. We definitely hungry out here, Mr. Loki.
Yo, we
definitely
always hungry. Because pockets still ain't empty. Because what's going on, everyone? We back with another edition of that Wrestling with Knuckleheads. What's going on, Toe? What's up, my guy? How's everything?
Everything's chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be one of those rough ones.
Ah, shit.
Because we all got different opinions.
I didn't prepare for a rough one. I just told you I was tired.
We all got different opinions.
I just told you I came in like, yo, I barely got some sleep last night. I was chilling. Yo, this is about to be a rough one. The fuck you mean?
What you mean the fuck I mean? Shit.
I know what we talking about today, but I'm like, damn, I kind of forgot we were talking about this today.
We talking about dynamite and how garbage. Nah.
I was like, wait, that's what we talking about? Oh, okay.
No. I want to throw in some AEW because my brother sent me some shit and I want to get your opinions about it.
Gotcha.
But we can't fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? We got the funk. We can't fake it. We talking about wrestling. We talking about the Raw after.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot to break down because we're gonna fully go into, because we gave you a little bit of discourse on Monday, because we had those 30 minutes before Raw starts and all that, and then during some parts of Raw we got into it. But then today we're gonna give you our in-depth thoughts on WrestleMania night 1 and 2.
Yeah,
give you that thought on the Raw after Mania.
Yeah,
and, yeah.
I just all right. So this is my thing.
What's up?
My thing is this. And I'm gonna give this caveat because I don't want my opinion to be misinterpreted.
Okay.
Now, I've been watching wrestling since I was a baby, and I'm talking about since I can remember. So that's 37 years now. Give or take a few years of memory loss. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why I could have swore you just said since I was 37. I was like,
word.
I don't think that's what a baby means.
Yeah. So. Like, yo, listen, I didn't watch the Transformers, the G.I. Joes, much of the Ninja Turtles. I watched wrestling.
Gotcha.
Granted, I watched other things when I got older, but I always wrestled.
Yeah.
Now, the crazy shit is, I'm going to tell this story because I got a little emotional when someone sent me a video. This guy goes up to Penta during the signing, and he's wearing Penta's mask, and he goes, "This is my father. He's fighting cancer right now, so he can't make it here, but he lives by the Cerro Meal to Penta." And Penta signs his mask and all that. And now, what signified me is like, my dad was in the rehab center,
yeah,
and my aunt worked there, and she was watching him do his rehab, his physical therapy, and she records a video of his therapist playing Cody Rhodes' song. And when they did that's how the therapist got my pops to raise his hands. And that was the workout. So my pops, every time Cody Rhodes' song came up, he would do the hand raise. So there's deep connections for wrestling for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right? So it's more than just something we watch. It's more than just the, fake show. It's more than just a soap opera. Sometimes this is what connects people. This is what makes people, like, it gives people the strength to keep going or to escape from their realities.
And that's always what it's supposed to be, is that escapism. It's supposed to be something where, and that's why I think it's what saddens me at times when I look at wrestling, that it's become so argumentative and it's become so opinionated, and everyone wants to be right about wrestling at times. And it sucks because it loses the value of what wrestling used to do.
Yeah. And now the thing is though, is like we got arcs, with the different eras, and towards the end of the McMahon era, it was like same shit, different toilet, or same shit, different day. Like, we got tired of it. A lot of people stopped watching wrestling. Then Vince left. A lot of people came back, and I said this during not last year's WrestleMania, the Mania before that, and I said, Ray, there's only but so many times Triple H can get a celebrity, can get, a comeback. What's going on, Gigi?
Hi, guys.
you know,
sorry, my fault. I was listening. Go ahead.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, wait, you got allergies? Because it looked like you were like in a deep just cry right now. Like,
I was spraying something, and like the spray just like kind of went right up my nose. I was like, oh shit. No,
okay.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
But
I'll get
so Cody Rhodes, huh?
Well, listen, that's my father. But so there's only but so many times that they can call to a celebrity to come in, to have a comeback come in, to have something spark up. Yeah. At one point, they're gonna have to start telling a story. They're gonna have to start having the wrestlers carry the business. I said this 2 WrestleManias ago.
Yeah.
Right. And then last year's WrestleMania was one of those like, with it's all out. Celebrities, stars, comebacks, rivalry, story, everything you got in there.
Yeah, it had everything.
Right?
It had everything.
Yep. And then now it's kind of like, well, let's put it on the back of these wrestlers.
Yep.
And hit or miss, right? It's the law of averages. Not everything is going to catch, but it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
And if you wait it out long enough, people start hitting. But what's going on now is that I'm seeing that it's boiled down to 3 things from what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
1, it's either Triple H is not as good of a storyteller as people brought him out to be. No, because the dog understands. The dog understands. He knows.
That was the funniest shit because she was in my room. So the fact that she ran all the way over here to like agree with that point was funny as hell.
Yeah. It's either Triple H ain't as good as a storyteller as he's saying.
Yeah.
2, they're not producing the matches as much as they used to, and the wrestlers are either not used to or they're not as good as telling the story by themselves in the ring.
Okay.
Or, and just recently I came up with this third option.
Okay.
There's self-sabotage in the business because what The Rock has been doing with him saying this shit on Pat McAfee kind of fucks up a lot of things. Because if he said they told me to come to Elimination Chamber because the ticket sales were weak.
Yeah.
You come in with an idea, and that idea sparked WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right? And I want your soul, I want this, and everybody's talking about it. And then you go, why would I go to WrestleMania when it should be about Cody and Cena? Because you're the reason that it became Cody and Cena.
Yeah. It's like there's
he's a part of the story as well, and I hate to use the word story, but he's part of.
You have to use it. Wrestling is about
he's the catalyst.
Yeah.
He's the catalyst.
It's like, you know what? This is. It's funny because in this story, there's 3 people involved. It's like why I kind of got mad at with Bret Hart and Austin this weekend. They went into the Hall of Fame for the match. Ken Shamrock was the 3rd guy in that match that plays a vital role in that fucking match.
Yeah.
Where's Ken Shamrock?
I have no idea.
Like,
so like then he's saying that they asked him to do whatever the case may be, and then I'm watching and I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, bro, and I'm talking to people, I'm like, I think just with little tweaks here and there, it could have been so much better. Just imagine this, bro, because the Jey Uso Gunther match was good, but just imagine this, right? We have Jey Uso in the back, like they showed him. Roman steps up to him. Bro, you've always been the one. I've always believed in you the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got this. He goes there. Gunther comes out first. Gunther's walking down the ring. He walks around the ring, and in the front row, we got Rikishi, Jay's wife, Jay's kids, Jimmy's kids, and his mother sitting in the front row, all by the collar of Gunther. And no one knew this, but Gunther's like, I hope you like your seats, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to your fucking boy right in your face. Because he did it to Jimmy in front of Jay. Yep. So now Jay comes out, right? He doesn't know his family's there. He's not expecting it. He sees it. They start fighting. Emotional. Boom. Jay comes out, thunderball. Towards the middle of the match, Gunther starts getting the upper hand because, that momentum that all that shit died down.
Like, yeah. He's already died down all that. Yeah.
And now he's whooping Jay's ass.
Yeah.
He brings Jay in front of them.
Yeah.
This is your boy. This is your champion.
This is your son.
Yeah.
This is your son right here.
Right to Kishi.
It's like
right to Kishi.
I know why I hit myself up.
Yeah, dude. Do it one more time. The fans didn't see it.
This is how you do it, though. You fucking bring them right here.
Yeah. Boom. And right to Keisha's face, like, this is your champion? Right? I mean, one more time, Ray, for the fucking people in the back.
Y'all better enjoy this shit. Tell us gonna clip this shit next week. Watch.
Wow. Yo, cut yourself real quick.
Damn.
I don't got nothing to blade. I can't.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
he's doing that in front of them. He goes into the ring to stop the count, right? You know, there's always a count. He goes in the ring, stop the count.
Yeah.
When he goes in the ring, the ref is like, yo, bro, I'm not letting you back out there. Jay's sitting there. And you hear from either Jimmy or his mother or his wife or his kid. Come on, we need you. Remember who you are. You're a oos, like you're a whatever their last name is. And it's one of those things where that now can have Jay go, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because his whole thing was, he deuces, ooses, I'm doing this by myself.
Yeah.
But when you have a strong family like that, you're never alone.
So
that would give him that confidence.
Yeah. It's the village mentality right there.
Yeah.
And then it's like a Rocky moment, bro. He comes back and he starts doing the moves that he did in the match. Gunther's moves to him. And he can still choke him out.
Yeah.
And win on some grit. Like, yo, bro, this is why he's family.
A few more seconds. Just a little more.
Yeah. But that's why I said choke him out. Not tap him out. Choke him out. Like, he's out.
He needs to do to Gunther what Gunther did to Pat McAfee on Monday.
Yes, definitely.
Fuck. Like, that's, to me, the match, that's what ruins the match to me. Because the match works. The match wasn't bad. Yes, the emotional tie-in would have been perfect just to add to the fucking moment. But the fact that Gunther, like, goes out like nothing. And I get now they're trying to save it. Because Monday we saw them try to save it, like, him going nuts about tapping so quickly.
Yeah.
Like.
So now you have Jay winning it, right? Everything happens to, now this is my fantasy booking here.
Nice.
The main event for that night is the triple threat match.
Okay.
Right? You have Paul Heyman hit Roman. You have him hit CM Punk. Seth Rollins wins. Seth Rollins thinks that he's with Paul Heyman. Now Braun Breaker comes out, spears Seth Rollins. And Paul Heyman goes, I guess that favor I owe you is done with. Monday Night Raw comes. Paul Heyman comes out with Braun Breaker. CM Punk could come out, do whatever he wants. He's fighting Braun Breaker. Austin Theory comes out. Roman comes out. The Street Profits come out. Seth comes out. Finn Balor comes out. Now you have a real dangerous alliance where you have the Enforcer in Braun Breaker, the Future in Austin Theory, the tag team in the Street Profits, and the vet in Finn Balor.
Okay.
Now there goes your unit under Paul Heyman. And what Paul Heyman says is, I'm ashamed that all three of you future Hall of Famers needed to fight over me because you ain't good enough to stand by yourself. And I don't look into the past. I look into the future, and that's these guys.
I like it. I'm more glad you used Austin Theory because I feel like that's what he needs right now.
Because they fucked him up with the Money in the Bank, bro.
Bro, they fucked him up with the Money in the Bank. They fucked him up. I hate that the Cena match didn't do what it was supposed to do for him. Bro, knowing everything that, like, his actual indie run, like the trajectory he had, the fact that he didn't get the Cena push that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, this could work for him.
And now what you also have is a build up for War Games. Because think about it. You think, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and CM Punk gonna team up? Nah. You got Roman. Jimmy got his back now because they kind of met up.
No.
Jay fucking was inspired, but like the family comes back together to wrestle these guys at War Games because Paul turned his back on him and the family. You feel me? You can have CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Like Seth Rollins can step away, or CM Punk can step away for a while after they get beat up and all. They don't need to be in there, but you just had basically a transition from the bloodline to a new dangerous alliance.
Yeah.
And you can even do it where they're all they're all separate competitors under Paul Heyman, like the the Dangerous Alliance was, but when time comes together, they band together. And Finn,
and that's the best thing about it. Like, even what they built so far, it's like Rollins and Braun aren't gonna be a tag team. Like it's gonna be two guys just and
Finn can deadass be like, the only reason why I didn't fuck you up on Monday, Dominic, is because I got a better opportunity with Paul, and he's going after Jay.
That's more money, better title picture.
You know what I'm saying?
That works. Yeah.
And that leaves Dominic open for Penta. You know?
Yeah.
And who's to say that JD McDonough might not be torn between Finn Balor and Dominic at this point? It's just like little tweaks here and there. I'm like, yo, bro, this, especially with Jay and the emotional investment in that match, I think would have made that shit way better. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, I know people have problems with Mania, but like I said, it's all hit or miss. You can't win them all.
And that's the problem, though. That's like something Triple H said last week in his little media tour was, but
the biggest problem I had with what he said when they showed his interview in the Countdown show on Saturday.
Yeah,
he said Killer Kowalski told him, "You listen to the fans to see where you're gonna go, but you tell them where it ends."
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, yo, bro, this feels like the sequel trilogy to Star Wars. You showed us a glimpse of Rey being a Jedi, and everyone came with the conclusion that she's a Palpatine, and y'all motherfuckers said, fuck it, she's a Palpatine.
Yeah. But that's the problem that a lot of people, you kind of have to, yes, you should listen to your fan base, you should listen to certain things. The problem with what I kind of had with what he said last week was of the critiquing, which I agree to an extent, but I also don't agree to an extent. Because you should want to hear what fans want to say. At the same time, yes, some people are annoying with their opinions.
Yeah.
And they forget their opinions, not fucking factual.
But
but the thing of him saying what he said, it's like, yes, you should want to hear their opinions. No, should it dictate everything you do? Because then you get the finish you get on this weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
and I equate it to the way that Hogan says he listens to the fans when he wrestles, where it's like I'm watching Shawn Michaels and Undertaker watch their WrestleMania 25 match, and Undertaker goes, "You see, at this point right here, when we're laying down next to each other, that's when I turn around to Shawn and go, 'We got him,'" and Shawn replied back with, "You just realized that?" You know, it's like, you just realized that we had them the minute we walked out here. But like, you're listening to the fans to be like, yo, this shit is going good. We keep going. They start slowing down. Let's start packing this shit up. They don't like the fact I'm doing this shit. Yo, turn it on me. Like I said to you before, like, the fans are worn out, but there's always a way to get that blood running again, that adrenaline shot into them.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Like, that's one of those things where it's the performer's job, like, especially no matter where you're at on the card. You see the crowd die down a bit, wake those motherfuckers up. It doesn't matter if it's a fucking 2-hour show or it's a 7-hour show. Wake them up. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes crowd's just not going to do it. But there's performers that know we're going to make sure they fucking amp up for this match. Because that kills it too. That's the sad part, that there's some matches that it's like, on paper, this should work. These two came to work. And then the crowd just says, eh. And it happens everywhere. That's the sad part.
It's true. But I think that's probably because the build-up to the match was bad. You know, or the place you put the match.
Yeah.
Because
placement definitely can kill momentum. Placement can kill a lot of things. Like,
I think what hurt for me, the match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, was the fact they came on after the triple threat match.
I don't know if it hurt the show. I felt like,
I think it just hurt the match.
To me, like, what hurt, I feel like the flow of it, that triple threat, really knowing where it went, like the whole rest of the card, probably should have main evented the show. Because especially that was
hindsight.
Crowd was on fire for the whole match.
Yeah.
Like that fucking sequence That wasn't even the finish. The fucking moonsault, catch the fucking boots, KOD. The crowd didn't get hotter the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Like, those are the moments you try to build up. That it's like, holy, like, they had them. The finish. The fucking 1, 2, moonsault, cover, 1, 2. That pop, because everyone was like us, that we're like, oh, Rhea's probably winning this. Bianca's probably winning this. A lot of people discredited EO from walking out still champion.
Yeah, because that's the way they built it.
No, but that's the perfect thing.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You don't want this to be predictable. The fact that by the main event, we knew Cena's winning this. And then to do what they did is just like, it takes the air out. Which again, because I've seen the argument. And I agree, yes, you shouldn't be happy. At the same token, the reason we're not happy shouldn't be the reason.
Yeah.
That's not what this is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be, yes, Cena's whole thing is he's gonna ruin wrestling. He's not literally trying to ruin wrestling now. Like,
I mean, with shit like that, because it's like you watch a movie, right?
Yeah.
Where at the end of the movie, you're disappointed because your main character died and the bad guy won.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be you're disappointed because, like, yo, after 3 hours, that's the fuck you do.
Yeah.
Like you wasted 3 hours of my life. At some point, it's like that. Travis Scott was the catalyst for you just wasted 4 hours of my life.
Yeah. Which is sad because that's what it did to people. That it's like, yo, the rest of the card was good though. Nope, but this is just ruined the night. It's like, damn. Fucked up. But that's what it does. It does that. It makes you be like, well, night one was better, and it's like, was it?
and a lot of the disappointment with Travis Scott, at least for like Busted Open and the shit I'm hearing, is that Cody didn't get his get back. And then
exactly,
and
like
The
the
Rock
fact that Cody hit him with a crossroads is just like, bro, you should have punched him. Punch him, slap the shit out of him, do something that's like,
not for nothing, Ray. Not for nothing. He crossroads Cena. Travis Scott comes down. 25 minutes into his entrance, Rhodes runs up to the ramp like, I don't have time for this shit, and just starts beating the shit out of Travis Scott. I think that would have woke up the fans.
Yeah.
That would have woke up the fans like, oh, he's beating the shit. Because we don't need Travis Scott to hit Cody Rhodes again. He did it already. Don't touch him more.
Yeah, no.
Don't touch him no more.
We don't trust you to touch him at this point.
Yeah,
like,
you fucked that up.
You fucked up.
The Rock, the same motherfucker that decided to not show up for work. That's who went ahead and touched them. That's the one who said to touch him. Go ahead. That sounded mad weird. Go ahead. Ew. Mad gay.
Show me on the doll where he touched Travis.
No, and then the thing with The Rock, that's like, again, I get it. The Rock now is playing in between The Rock and Dwayne Johnson, the fucking executive. And I get it. The guy is now one of the most powerful people in WWE at this point. By the way, it looks like it's Rock runs things, Triple H runs things, and they're not meeting in the middle.
It's kind of
like it's two people running the company, because I don't know if y'all saw the comment he made under Busted Open.
Saying that it's a work?
Yeah.
So
Triple H or The Rock?
Didn't I?
I don't remember. I saw it because it kept popping up with my shit because everyone was saying like, so he basically verbatim says this. Hi, Dave. The business is a complete work. Always has been, always will be. Every aspect of it, every match, every interview. Please join me, Cody, Cena, Brian, and the rest of us for our creative discussions so you can expand your perspective. Until then, stop ranting. It's not healthy, my friend. Enjoy the show.
Yep.
Yeah, you did put that in.
I did. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says, P.S. Tell Bubba I have grand... What?
Marina.
And hush puppies for all of us. And it's like a laughing emoji. And the thing is that... But... it's not about rant. This is the thing, though. It's like you, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, went ahead and put it in perspective this way. And by the way, how many times have we heard or read in the news that DK Wrestlemania tickets weren't selling? Wrestlemania tickets weren't selling. And we were like, yo, yeah, that makes sense. It's not selling because look how the fucking prices are. you went ahead and gave us this perspective that we as the fans are going to get this huge payoff with you, Travis Scott, interfering with Cody and John Cena's match. Especially since John Cena went ahead and turned heel for The Rock, for himself, for the business. That's what we say, he went into business for himself. Right?
Yeah.
And like we all said, he played a massive role into this.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that you didn't even come even Monday Night Raw, you know what I'm saying? Just to be like, but nothing. There was no payoff.
You needed something. Yeah, you needed something
gave us
for
nothing.
this.
Instead, you gave us a freaking, the business is a complete work. We know the business is a work.
And that's not a good excuse.
No, it's a poor-ass excuse.
Yeah.
My thing is, for The Rock to say that, like, okay, we get it by now. I hate it that kayfabe has been, this was the double tap. This was like, it's dead. Hold on. Let me make sure hold on. That's what The Rock just did. Just make sure kayfabe was fucking dead at this point, because you don't put that out there though. Like, yes, we get it. You're not taking people's souls. We get it. You're Dwayne Johnson, the actor that is doing his thing. John Cena has two voices. I don't know if you guys have been noticing. When he's on Raw, very professional, very polite, not polite, but very politically correct John Cena. Yeah. He's like me when I'm on the podcast. But then when he does interviews and stuff, his accent comes out now. I'm like, wait a second. When John Cena turned back into the rapper? And that's, I guess, his natural voice. And it's just like, we get it. There's
a clip of him on the Pat McAfee show where as he was talking, he was the John Cena that we've been seeing for the past 20-something years. You know, it's not the same character. And what drives me crazy is that he needs to take a page out of Paul Heyman's book, because even Paul Heyman stood in character because he understands the business aspect of selling it as much as you can to the fans. The Rock did not sell it to the fans. He wasn't selling shit to us. He sold us on a dream only for him to pop that. But no, you guys, haha, joke's on you. It's a work. Like, bro, like yes, the match is still going to be focused on John Cena and Cody, but you added yourself to this equation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like you added yourself to the equation last year when it was a 2-night special. You didn't need to be there to tell that story. You didn't need to be there with Roman on both nights. But you were. And the focus wasn't on you. The focus was still very much on Roman and Cody finishing his story. You were just another character within it. And if The Rock would have been smart about it, he would understand, that he is just another additional character to that particular story. You gave us this. And then you expect us to not be slightly upset at your absence? Because where's the payoff for us fans? What, John Cena got the title and Travis Scott came out? That really wasn't a payoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That really was not a payoff. That main event spot for what it was could have went to either Jay and Gunther or even the women's triple threat match. Like it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, I hope that, when Dave and him have a sit down conversation, he's going to expand his perspective. But at this point, he's just, The Rock is just a smooth talker and he's going to talk his way out of it. But it's like, you can't change our perspective because this is what you sold us on. You sold us on this idea that you were going to play a major part, especially since you decided to get your hands dirty in the Elimination Chamber. And that was just a pay-per-view right before Mania.
Yeah.
I can understand if you didn't show up, if you were at the Rumble and didn't come over here to WrestleMania and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, how can you not show up to Mania? Your cousin won the Royal Rumble.
Also, you are one of the main heads of this. Again, like we said, he is major stakeholder.
Yep.
Makes a lot more of the decisions than we see on the surface. You should probably be at WrestleMania. Especially, doesn't he live in California now? Or is he always in California? You couldn't take the 2-hour
flight? It doesn't matter whether he lives there or not. He's always on a plane going somewhere anyway.
Like, you couldn't take a 2-hour flight? Be there? Make sure you're good.
You couldn't move your schedule around to be there? It wasn't that important for you to do that? No, you stood home. You decided to call out sick for work.
And the worst part about it is that the 10 minutes he's in the ring at Elimination Chamber, and the one thing I want your soul, Cody, was the biggest part of this build up to this match. And Cody and Cena couldn't get away from that. And they should have seen, like, he should have seen that. Someone should have been like how Sting was. This isn't about WCW versus WWE, so get that shit out your head. Yeah. I'm trying to stop the WWE from doing what WCW did. Yeah. If Cena would have been like, this has nothing to do with The Rock, I'm going to whoop. Like, it's their fault.
Yeah.
Because they did this to me, and I'm going to ruin wrestling for you. If that one statement that had nothing to do with The Rock, don't even fantasize about him being here, I'm the one going to do this shit to you. Then people say, like,
I think, unfortunately, I guess Cena kind of did by never mentioning The Rock.
But
like,
the thing
I
is,
think we more expected it because it's like, it makes sense though, because
yeah, but that's like in a movie where you say someone's dead but you never show the body, and now they're like, we never seen the body.
It's like that's the problem. That's like, if you would have told this though, or at least again, someone say something that The Rock ain't gonna be there.
Like, Triple H could be on some. The Rock ain't coming to WrestleMania. It's gonna be a 1-on-1 match.
Yeah, like
to prevent what happened last year.
Cody should have said it. Hey, don't have your boy there. Something, just something to make
mano y mano.
Yeah, like something. And then you have Travis Scott. You didn't say Travis Scott couldn't be here.
Yeah,
that could have cleaned it up. That could have been like, you know what? Hey,
all wrestlers are banned from ringside. Like Travis Scott ain't a wrestler.
Boom. Even though now apparently he's a full-time WWE employee. Allegedly.
I mean,
I don't know how. He only gonna be there like once every few months.
Bro, listen, I don't know what. That's another thing that's like getting under the skin of people. But like I said, bro, I'm not trying to be the owner,
bro. It's again. I get Travis Scott is part in this and wanting to be there because, bro, as much as he would want to be there, he has money. He's also still a fan. Like I said,
I get it.
Him, guys like that, like Bad Bunny, all of them, Logan Paul, they're all technically like us in that sense. That it's like, given the opportunity,
you see,
fuck it, I'm gonna be there.
True, but here's the thing, right? And now, like I brought up the 37 years of me watching wrestling. It's okay, cool. He's allegedly he got to deal with him. He's gonna work with him, but make it make sense. If is he gonna be seen as valet? Is he gonna be the messenger from The Rock? Like, is he gonna be the guy? Like, is he gonna be the fucking the John Cena's referee, like handpicked referee for his matches? Something like you just signed him to do what? We're gonna figure it out later. It's like, bro, at one point, you got to stop fucking around and start giving us some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because going back to the shit with Bayley, like, I don't know who sat there and said, we need Becky no matter what.
No.
And then Bayley has an interview where she thinks she's not as good as Charlotte and Becky, where I've said it many times. This woman innovates shit that I've never seen before, and I didn't think could be innovated.
Both of them, and Mercedes.
You know what I'm saying?
No offense.
Yeah,
where Mercedes is at right now, like, she surpasses all three of them.
Yeah, and it's bullshit. They took her off of Mania to put, like what me and Hoach was saying.
Yeah,
you put together a team out of nowhere to win a gauntlet match, to separate that team and put together an even more team out of nowhere to win a tag team match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then to have them lose it at Monday Night Raw so they could feud. It's like, that would be cool if this wasn't the third time that Becky Lynch did that to her partner. Like, this is becoming her MO. Who wants to be her partner now?
And here I thought that, oh shit, maybe Bayley did, like, get injured and whatever the case may be, and only to find out that they just gave her spot up to Becky was like, this is a slap in her face.
Which is crazy because she even alludes to it on the interview. That she's like, oh, when y'all, and it's like she holds back because she knows she can't fucking say what's gonna happen. But it's just like, damn, like, and that it sucks. It's a situation of, I don't get why that needed to be the angle of all this.
And I agree with Janelle. I do think that the tag team ladder match should have been on Mania, and the Raw Raiders could have lost their titles on Monday Night Raw.
Agreed.
It felt like a Raw match, unfortunately.
It did.
But I also get it. It's a situation of, hey, they had to get New Day on Mania, which also we would have, any other case, like if that match wasn't an option, we probably also would have said, damn, why wasn't the New Day on Mania? At least something.
Well, for me, right? For me, the way I've seen the New Day, they're not as heelish as they were baby faces. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're still,
like, they're not undeniably heels. Like you don't look at them no more like, yo, they're the best tag team on Raw.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, oh, okay, they're just like, it's just the War Raiders and the New Day.
Which, you know what's crazy? It makes their gimmick work so much more.
It does.
Because we're not giving them the satisfaction of like, oh yeah, it's the New Day holding the titles for the 13th time. Like, if you guys get a chance, watch their interview with Sam Roberts. It's like maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
But it works because of that reaction. Because we're not giving them that, oh yeah, New Day just won the titles for the 13th time. I completely forgot they held the titles that many times. I was like, oh shit. But it works.
Yeah.
Because it adds to it. It adds to why they're mad. Because that's also one of the easiest things you could do as a heel is just bring up the little things like, I bet you didn't even know this.
Yeah.
And you're not remembering I did this for you.
So
we've done this.
So I couldn't send it to the group chat because apparently the video was private and only like 4 people that I follow that.
Oh, it's one of those private pages that if you have to follow, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Logan Paul talking to Stephanie McMahon.
Okay.
And Logan Paul dead ass asks her, how important are the fans? And Stephanie McMahon goes, they're the most important thing out there. She goes, I don't think they like me. She goes, it's okay. They hated me. I was the most booable person. They booed me out of the stadium, but that's what you're supposed to get. Like, you're the bad guy. You're supposed to get booed. Now, what I want you to do is have fun with them. Because at the end of the day, if the fans have fun with you and you have fun with the fans, it's going to make them love you and it's going to make them love to boo you.
Yeah.
Remember that he's like he looked at her like, what? And she like gave him an example, like, yo, how this guy used to fuck with the bad guys, used to fuck with the fans. And that's when people like, oh shit, I actually like this dude as a heel. You know what I'm saying? Because just being there, getting booed isn't good enough. Like, your heat, at least like Logan Paul's heat, is the fact that you're an outsider from YouTube and you think you're better than everyone. After a certain point, you got to drop that. Like, you can have the gimmick, but you got to drop that attitude and start investing yourself as a wrestler heel.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and it's something where it's hard to explain to people. That's like, if you're a heel, you kind of want to get booed. You want to get that reaction. You want WrestleMania showed it that it's like they kind of got to tell him to do his entrance a little different.
Yeah,
you could tell like he doesn't enjoy being booed.
Yeah,
because this is the only industry where you want to get booed. If you're
he needs to chill with Baron Corbin.
Like, Baron Corbin knew how to do it. Baron Corbin knew how to take that heat and make it work for him. Yep. And that's what you're supposed to do. Like, again, you don't want fucking nuclear heat either, because then that's a different story. But if you're getting it showing that you're doing the job you're supposed to be doing, it works.
See, now, the heat thing.
Yeah.
Dave LaGreca screaming, fuck you to Triple H, fuck you to the fans, fuck you. That's not what you wanted coming out of WrestleMania.
Nah.
Like, yeah, you want people to be pissed that John Cena had to cheat to win.
Yeah.
But you don't want people to be pissed on how the shit went. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, though, this is where I start questioning shit, because I said nothing changed, but now it's changed to the point where it's like, wait a minute. What's going on here? You know, like the Karrion Kross, him and AJ Styles is very interesting.
The fact that is probably the most talked about thing coming out of WrestleMania for the right reasons is crazy. Because it's just like, we don't know anymore.
You know,
and I like that, because that shit got me that I'm like, I don't know. This could be Karrion Kross. This could be Killer Kross.
Yeah.
This could be Kevin.
Dude, when he did that shit on I don't know whose show it was, where he's like, oh, the best advice I ever got was from Goldberg, and he said, be a good soldier.
That was that same thing, like I told you with the New Day. It was the same thing. It was with Sam Roberts that they did WrestleMania, like a post show.
The recap,
They did like a recap with Sam Roberts and I forgot her name. I feel bad because she actually was doing good on that.
Blue Eyes.
Yeah. But so that's where he did that. That's where he did this whole thing that they're calling a shoot, but I don't know, because it's like this is the second time he does it this weekend. That he does something like that. That it's like,
but now as a fan, someone who has watched wrestling for so long, who has that same frustration in the company, now I'm connected with him.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting here going, you know something? I'm happy you fucking said that, because now I don't feel like I'm fucking crazy.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, hearing Bailey say that shit, it's almost like I don't feel bad for Bailey, but it's almost like, yo, are y'all people not fucking like doing your due diligence and letting her know that she's the top fucking diva here? I mean, the top fucking women's wrestler?
No.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? Is that why Mercedes left? Is that why Tony Storm just walked the fuck out? Because, I mean, something had to happen for these girls to leave.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And when it's just one set of people, it's because those people ain't getting respected. Because ain't nobody else just said, fuck it, I'm out. No male wrestler did that I know of in this modern era.
There's a few. There's definitely a few that walked out before their contracts were up.
That were like top stars?
There was the few that they had to bring back in. Like, I feel like Finn was basically out the door. That was one that they talked about this week. That legit was out the door.
Well, when was this? Before I started saying I don't blame him.
No, this was like the last few months that they said that he legit was out the door.
I mean, I don't blame him. Like, I'm not saying that the Judgment Day was bad, but
no, but like, what? It's the thing of
wasted
being in something and then not being used properly is two different stories. Because you could be used, doesn't mean being used properly on TV. I don't see why everyone's pissed. I mean, yeah, it was bullshit, and we all knew for months. We're complaining because even without The Rock, something was not working.
Yep.
That's the reason people are complaining. Again, even without The Rock, it doesn't matter. It's the situation of what the match was doing and then the ending. Because even without The Rock, you could have saved that. It could have gone so many other ways. There's other players they could have done with this.
Ending.
Like, it's,
The fact that my 10-year-old child, a 10-year-old child, even said, I didn't really like John Cena and Cody. And she also said that she didn't like Tiffany and Charlotte, but we'll get into that too.
Yeah.
The fact that a child who's not even reaching her teens basically understood what the hell is going on. She's considered a smart fan because she fucking gets it. And what she didn't get is the fact that things didn't go down the way they were perpetrated to be. We didn't get anything. We got a sandbag match between Charlotte and Tiffany and a shit ending. And a fuck finish. We got a fuck finish ending for WrestleMania Night 2.
Yep.
So I'm sorry. If you guys saw me laughing earlier, I apologize. It wasn't towards y'all. A random person just started following me. And I swear to God, I thought it was actually one of my friends that I thought like he made a new account. I come to find out the multi-universe is real. And it was his doppelganger. And I'm going to...
Oh, that's the best.
Oh, the most funniest thing is I'm gonna show a picture of him. And I'm going to show you guys a picture of the guy who just started following me. And I swear to God, the resemblance is uncanny, and this shit had me. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, hey, they say there's two faces in the world that look alike.
So. I'm one of a kind, like RVD. So go fuck yourself. Actually, no.
Apparently everybody has a friend that looks like me somewhere.
Yo, if we find another toe out there, bro,
I'm not gonna lie. I remember the first time I actually got to meet you, I was like, I feel like I've seen like someone that looks like Toe before. So.
Oh, like that redhead? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was just like that, right?
We're not gonna let that go.
See what he's trying to do, right?
Nah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. We're not gonna let that go. At least with her, I had an actual thing that's like, well, she looks like this family.
Well, to be honest with you, she's very like she doesn't have a unique look. So
no, exactly.
There's
that's
plenty
like,
of people you could mistake her for.
No, you know what it is? Because it's like there's, especially in my like building, I'm like, you could probably be related to so and so, but I was like, I'm not gonna fucking get into a conversation. Yeah. Y'all noticed I was barely talking. I'm just like, just
like a pimp should.
But somehow, you look very familiar. Where are you from? And then it's like, we in
from your house.
Come on.
Shit. But yeah, man.
We know how you get down, right?
Word.
We know how you get down.
Story for after.
Yeah. But yeah, and like we said, it doesn't have to be The Rock. Like,
no,
The Rock don't
it
have
had
to be there.
Anything but that ending. Even if Travis Scott was involved, Travis Scott should not have been the catalyst of how Cena wins. Travis Scott could have finally gotten his get the comeuppance from Cody, get slapped, get taken out. Cody make sure he's taken out of. You come back in, then Cena hits you with the belt.
Yeah,
don't let Travis Scott really be the reason that you're fucking done. You know.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna ruin wrestling, and you can't wrestle. And Cody wasn't really wrestling Cena.
Well,
and
I don't,
how many was it? Like 6 or 7 legitimate
Cody,
AAs?
Though. I think it was more on Cena. I think Cena really couldn't wrestle that night. Because
but I'm saying
Cena's for me, when I saw that match, it looked like Cena got some massive ring rust. In a certain way where it's just like that man was just moving slow.
I don't think he still has the mind to put together a match on the fly. Not saying that he's not coherent, but I think being around so much other shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not a muscle reflex. You know what I'm saying? It's not muscle memory anymore.
I don't think it was that. I think because he definitely can call it on the fly because that was the issue. That's all he was doing.
But
and that also got to me because I was just like,
you got to remember,
I shouldn't be able to tell completely the whole time you are calling spot for spot.
Dude, you also got to remember he did that with Austin Theory. It didn't really work out. It works out with Solo because Solo's a monster. You don't need to go fast. You don't need to do nothing special. No, but the thing Solo just got to beat him.
Solo also, and this is the thing. Again, sometimes it can be two great workers. Sometimes chemistry doesn't work. Cody also had a bad match with The Miz.
Yeah.
And those are two boys, which is funny because it's like, you would think you'd be able to work your own friend, but guess not.
I mean, the Usos couldn't get together.
So it's a situation of, it could have also been that. Because Cena looked fine at Elimination Chamber. What was that? A month ago?
You know what? You're right on that. You're right.
Like, no, but it's still just like Cena looked fine there.
But also, I'm pretty sure he knew what he was doing going into WrestleMania in Elimination Chamber. Like, that's too many people to call it on the fly. Like, they had probably spoke about what they're doing, and he looked good because he knew what he was doing. A lot of the shit just seemed like, I'm going to AA you again. I'm going to AA you again. I'm going to AA you again. And Cody goes, how about this for a fucking idea? How about you AA me? Like, legitimately, there was, what, 6 or 7 AAs in that match?
I think it was like maybe 5, 6. Maybe 5.
Right? 6. Minimum 5.
Yeah.
And one off the turnbuckle.
There's a few crossroads. He hit the go cutter a few times.
But, I mean.
But that's what you expected from that match. That match was going to be Finisher Mania, because
I was expecting crossroads all over the place, not AAs. Usually, one AA takes people
trying to
out.
take it home. Cena's like, "Fuck this, boom, 1,
Yeah, we've
2.
been in here for 3 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah,
I got shit to do. I'm old.
Hey, well, again, he's trying to ruin wrestling. So what? Imagine, you know what? I feel like that would have been even better. Actually, 1 AA, 3 minutes into the match, 1, 2.
And
3.
You want to bring in Travis Scott? Have that AA come after Travis Scott's music hits.
Yeah, like Cody just looks like the fuck.
Like, who the fuck is that? Baka.
1, 2,
3.
That's how you end. Not
even like a hard cover, just like a soft cover, like
just
like
fucking,
a fuck you cover. Yeah,
1, 2. No, have it like that. Just have it elbow here. 1, 2, 3, and that's
because that's where you get the proper heat. For
Cena winning. Imagine that 3 minutes into the match. Like, this is the guy. This was your hero. This was the guy.
The only thing more shocking than that on that night was Gunther tapping 3 milliseconds after he put the move in.
Fuck. Like, that. This was the match that we needed, like, Cody to just go instantly. Because that would have built that heat even more. That it's like, holy shit. Cody talked all this. Kept hitting him with the crossroads. All it took was the 1 AA. Like, that would have built it. That would have been like, that's it. That's all she wrote. Now Cena goes on to Randy.
But how do you,
too damn soon.
Yeah,
like, we all knew Randy was coming.
How do you take this scene and match him with Randy? Because you can't. Randy, I don't think is a wrestler that can have a match with someone like that. Cena has to turn it on to wrestle.
Him and Randy, I can guarantee you. What's today? Okay. It's April 24th. 10:03 p.m. I can guarantee you, because we'll probably do it. We'll probably do the Backlash watch along or anything. Or something like that.
That's the same nigga. He just lost weight.
Randy and Cena will have a
My bad. I was responding to Gigi's message.
What
I'm so sorry?
On Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
That's
no,
the
I
same
sent it
nigga.
to
He
you
just
and
lost weight.
I'm sorry, because I'm actually talking to the actual person, not the doppelganger.
Wait, I know this dude.
Malik.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my friend. He's part of my other circle.
Yeah, I know him because
of Shady.
Yeah.
That remember Shady, my boy Bosch, and all of them. They're all in Cheyenne. They're all friends. So I know them because of them.
Got you.
Then the other guy ends up sending me the photo, and I thought it was him, but I was like, it's Malik. He has
it legit just looks like he lost a bunch of weight and just
that's all it is.
Reformed his hair. It just reformed his head a little bit because he lost weight.
Grew hair.
Yeah, he grew hair somehow.
I told him, I said, "Is real?" I was like, "Bro, I thought you had a new page. I know we went on a new liquid diet or something. Like, I don't know what happened."
No, and he changed his name though. He went to Drew now. He's Andrew now.
Real quick, I want to answer Damien.
What's up?
Because you think this match is worse than Mox and Swerve. Like, to be honest with you, Damien, I don't think you can compare the two matches. I personally didn't like Swerve and Moxie because of the tone, the speed, and how it went. But if you're gonna sit and talk about Cody and Cena, their critique is completely different.
Yeah. No, it's two different matches because also I didn't mind Swerve and Mox's ending. It wasn't a bad ending. It wasn't a bad match because they had a match.
Yeah.
This felt like it was, again, it just ran through. This wasn't like, there's no way to compare. Like,
yeah, they'd be two different.
We're not giving you the, AEW was better or WWE was better. Like, there's no way to do that with this one. Like,
yeah, because those are two completely different matches.
It is. But that's the thing. There's a lot of matches like that because that's what people instantly with WrestleMania, with AEW, like, they always want to compare that. It's like, oh, this has to be better. It's like, no. Wrestling, that's the biggest thing. That's wrestling subjective.
And also, when you watch AEW, you watch it for the wrestling in the match. And when you watch WWE, you watch it for the story at the end of the match. Because when you watch AEW, you go, yo, that match was crazy. When you watch WWE, you go, what are they going to do tomorrow?
But that's also what they're trying to do. They're making sure, because they're going, every show is connected somehow. With AEW sometimes, and again, I like a lot of talent on AEW. I like AEW as a product. Sometimes it's like you can watch one episode, come back 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
What happens to what they did like 2 weeks ago?
No,
kind of doesn't matter at this point. So, yeah.
Edge and Mox at Revolution.
I'm currently actually, really quickly, that way. When we started the podcast, I realized that I never finished watching.
Hold on, you're breaking up, Gigi.
What?
All I hear is Mr. Roboto right now.
you was breaking up. Yeah, you was sounding like Soundwave.
How about now? Do I still sound like
you sound better now. No, you sound good. There's a little delay in your video, but
for real,
sound better.
Oh, okay. I was watching
it could just be me.
Stand and Deliver. I didn't finish watching it, so I just finished watching it while we were starting the show, and now I'm actually starting to watch NXT from Tuesday. So that was just super random, and I don't know why my mic is acting stupid like that. I probably just need to get a new mic overall, because it is what it is. Are we good? Do I sound good? Am I at delay? Still delay?
Yeah. You sounded good, yeah.
About to reload my page.
Yeah, but wait, how is The Rock at fault for something Triple H knew after Elimination Chamber? Who else inducts themselves into the Hall of Fame if that isn't selfish? I don't know what is.
But he didn't induct himself into the Hall of Fame. Triple H didn't induct himself into the Hall of Fame. He didn't want to be in the Hall of Fame. This was done by Nick Khan, not by Triple H. So what are you talking about?
I mean, he was already in the Hall of Fame with DX.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is just an extra. But I want to know how you equate that to The Rock, though. The Triple H knew that The Rock wasn't going to show up after Elimination Chamber. That's still on The Rock. Like, he set the story up. Like, right, The Rock is like what?
We said earlier.
Partial owner of the WWE?
It's like what we said earlier. It's like Triple H and The Rock are running two different WWE shows.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, at least to me. It legit feels like this is turning into, this is what The Rock's trying to do, this is what Triple H is trying to do, and they're not meeting in the middle. But you can't do when you're running a wrestling company, especially maybe at that end of it.
It's like, what do you want to do? And The Rock gives his idea, goes, all right, and then who's to say that Triple H is going to change the story if he thinks maybe last minute The Rock might show up to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But also, why not have that conversation with The Rock? Like, so what are we going to expect from you from WrestleMania? Like, set the expectations of The Rock. I know The Rock is a lot higher, but then he's going to say, like, no, I'm not coming at all. Be like, but you just set this up. Yeah, but it shouldn't be on me. The focus should be on Cody and John.
But you shouldn't have a belt that says Cody's soul on it every time you do a fucking interview.
Yeah.
you know?
You kind of made this seem like you were involved a lot. Just say it. A little bit. Okay.
Dude, that's like you go into a movie where the coming attraction has fucking Denzel Washington in it, and then you watch the movie and he's not there. It's like, why should I be in the movie? This should be about Idris Elba. Motherfucker, because the shit says starring Denzel Washington. That's why we thought you was going to be in the fucking movie.
And then on top of that, all, if not most, of the video packages that they continuously rammed into our freaking heads had to deal
with The
Rock going like this, and then John Cena does his thing.
And people were putting fucking CSI investigation work on there.
Hold on. When Cena kicked Cody Rhodes in the nuts, was that supposed to be the Thanos snap? That's why The Rock never showed up to fucking WrestleMania?
I guess so.
You guess his soul? What? Because apparently...
I guess instead of WWE has 2 Infinity Stones instead of 7. If you kick them, you eliminate half the Rocks from the population. And yeah, man, that's another thing. Triple H and The Rock, 2 separate animals. Because one has to do with the story, and the other one has to do with who they fucking giving flowers to. If the Hall of Fame was a pay-per-view and they had matches on it, I get you. But it's not. That's something that's just to celebrate the wrestlers. But you want to get into the Charlotte and Tiffany match? Because Tiffany looked like she went through a war after that shit.
You mean after Charlotte was pretty much sandbagging some parts of the match?
Pretty much.
I definitely feel like there were certain parts of the match where she was sandbagging. And I hate to say it that way. Because it's not and it's hard to say it that way because of how skinny Charlotte is. There's not much sand in that bag at all.
Well, on the backside, there's two emergency sandbags.
Die. So I said it. No, I said it before. She got no ass. The fact that Andrade stood so long with her with no ass, terrible. Like, we should just revoke his Latino card completely.
I heard something about Ray was trying to holler at her.
That's not me.
But yeah. During the match, I'm watching. I'm like, is it me or did Charlotte like try to test people? Because that test failed when she did it to Nia.
Because you want to know why it failed to Nia? Because you cannot bully Nia. That woman is 4 times Charlotte's size. So she tried to bully Nia to get the more aggressive side. But Nia's a big woman that she will fucking fling the shit out of her the way Keith Lee did to Adam Cole when he pounced the fuck out of him off the stage. You don't piss off a woman like Nia Jax like the way Charlotte did back a few years ago. But Charlotte feels like she can do that with Tiffany because, one, she feels like she can do it with anybody, right? Because she's Charlotte Flair. But also, she's like, I'm just trying to bring her aggressive side. That's not bringing anybody's aggressive side out. You're going to bring out their unprofessionalism. And one of these days, they're going to knock your ass out. And then you're going to call, oh, I'm looking for my receipt. Bitch, you decided to go ahead, purposely do this, and then you're upset when you get the first receipt and you're like, oh, I didn't really mean to. I'm going to get my receipt. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, Charlotte. The better woman won that night. Tiffany fought hard. She has a big fucking ching-chong on her forehead. She's not missing any teeth, y'all. She posted that up. No matter how many of us we deadass thought that she definitely lost a tooth. She didn't lose any teeth whatsoever. And still your reigning champion, Tiffany Stratton. I'm okay with that.
Same.
I'm okay. I like the fact that Tiffany won.
Same.
I was a little thrown off with the fact that they look like tag team partners.
Yep.
Right? That was the first thing I said. I'm like, they didn't talk this one out before. Like, hey, gear. Like,
this would have made sense. I don't know if they said it or not, but if the whole thing was Charlotte's like, you just a counterfeit me. If that was the thing, and then it was like, okay, they dress alike. Now, is Tiffany doing this, or is Charlotte doing this to get in Tiffany's head?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that makes sense, because a lot of the times they were wearing the same shit. And that was just lost in translation if that's what you was going for. Because, sometimes you have to physically say something in order for us to get it.
Yeah. That would have been, that would have worked. That would have made a little more sense why this is the case. But
the mind games.
Yeah.
It would have been great if they would have played the mind games. Like, let me be in your head. It's Tiffy time. Oh, look, Tiffy. Look what I'm wearing. You want to know why I'm wearing this? It's because I wore this so many years ago. Of course you took my style. I don't want to be you. You want to be like the queen. And a lot of times she's like, you can't replace me. You can't replace me. Girl, you are replaceable. Everybody in this world is replaceable. Whether you are at work, especially at work. You at work, honey, you die tomorrow, they're going to replace you within 1 hour. People are replaceable.
Like that.
Without hesitation.
Except for Dink. I think Dink was like the foundation of Doinks.
Well, if you think about it, they also had the little king, Jerry Lawler. So technically, little Jerry Lawler and Dink, one of them is going to cancel each other out. And then out came Hornswoggle and he said, "Fuck you guys."
Word.
They had a little Macho Man. Don't forget that.
Oh,
Max
little
Benny.
Macho Man. Oh, little Nate. I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
And the little Nate is a little bit of the taller midgets. That's it.
Jesus Christ. This is where we got, folks.
Word. We just made a left turn at Albuquerque for no reason, and we're okay with that.
Hey, it's all good. Sorry, I looked away for a few minutes because I was given confirmation about someone I get to have on the podcast next week.
Oh,
so that's
cool. Very nice.
Thing, baby. It's thing, ladies and gentlemen.
No, close.
I will be managing Sting in the main event match.
No, this doesn't have
Sting
to do with
versus
respect.
Darius
This has
Carter.
to do with respect the craft. Because close with Sting. He did work with Sting in WCW. Because next Thursday,
JJ Dillon.
Close again. Another manager. Because next
Bobby
Thursday, Can I just announce who it is?
Well, you gonna get it out or what?
I'm trying to. No, I wish. We got to work on that. Next Thursday at 8 p.m., I'll be joined by the innovator of the selfie himself, Sonny Ono.
Hey. Okay.
I saw him at WrestleCon. Like, I saw him from afar. Like, and he looks exactly the same.
Yeah. That's why I used an older pic of him because I'm like, he still looks the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get to sit down with Sonny Ono.
You got to ask him. And I'm telling you right now, DJ would want you to ask him if it's okay for you to use the line, he threw the baby.
You know what? I feel like with Sonny Ono, maybe.
Be in the comments, though, and you can ask him. I'll have to read it because I show all the comments.
You don't show all the comments. You such a liar.
Gigi, why couldn't you be on my side?
Wait a minute. No, because you don't show all the comments. You show the comments where we say hey or you're.
Yeah.
Well, you don't show. When we start asking questions,
what did you do, Ray? I just walked in. What did you do?
I just announced I'm going to sit down with Sonny Ono next week on the podcast. This is when DJ's like, who's Sonny Ono?
No, I know who.
Okay. How dare you, Ray? DJ is one of like me and Toe. He's not your age, okay? And listen, you're a baby. All right, you had to follow up where we already knew who Sonny Ono was.
But I know who Sonny Ono is. I met him a few times already.
Were you there, Raymond? Were you there? Were you there watching him? Were you there watching him grow up, Ray?
Did you see the strain in Ultimo Dragon's face after holding 12 titles?
Were you there? Were you there watching it live?
Did you hear the clicks?
Were you there
Sonny Ono when he used that disposable fucking camera?
Manager to half the roster.
He really was.
Yeah.
I got to see him manage in person. Ultimo Dragon, Great Muda. Who else was he there for?
Did you see him manage his taxes?
I'm not going to ask him about that.
Hey, DJ, where are you sitting at for this NXT show? I'm actually starting to watch it now. So, and Ricky Saints just came out, so I want to see if I see you because I'm going to take a picture of you. You're like, that's my friend.
No way. Yeah, because it was... Because first it took place in a theater.
Yes, I see that.
So that's why you see everybody. And then
sorry.
So we're behind the, I can see the back of the heads of all of the announcers, but I doubt the way the lighting is you're going to be able to see me. I doubt it.
With the power of AI, we will make sure we see you in the crowd in the hard cam.
But at the time I was wearing a NWO Wolfpack shirt. Nice. So look away. I was hollering and yelling and
when is the day with
Wolfpack shirt? Okay, I think I see him in the hard cam.
Word.
So another thing we got to get on Ray about. So when I did meet Stephanie, I was shooting my shot because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Word.
And so I'm shooting the shot, and she's like, "Yo, I only date people that are vetted by Ray." And so she calls Ray. Ray doesn't answer his phone.
Of course he doesn't. That's selfish.
And then she's like, "Yeah, I gotta go," and that was it. I had her laughing and giggling and everything. I reached the mountaintop, and then Ray was there right at the top to put his foot right on my forehead and make me slide all the way back down the mountain.
And no wonder Ray was laughing yesterday for no reason. I got spies at Woman Crush Wednesday, Ray. Just in the middle of one of the matches, just sitting there, just started dying laughing, looking at your phone. Now we know what it was, Ray. Now we know what it was.
We're gonna tell Sammy, and tell Sammy's name is spelled with an I, not with a Y. I'm just gonna put that out there. Don't get.
Also, there's 2 M's in her name.
2 M's.
So just kept putting one. Yeah, 2 M's.
2 M's, 1 I.
Yeah.
Me and her got an inside joke going. All right.
Is she in the inside joke? Because I don't think she knows
the
joke.
Business. I would appreciate that's personal to me, and I appreciate you stay out of my
inside joke, right? Inside.
I don't think she's in the inside joke. That's all I'm asking.
That's how inside
it's inside for them.
Yeah. Ray, if I ask you if you're a cop, you legally have to tell me you are.
Well, that's actually true on that part. That's actually pretty freaking true.
Sometimes you got to do that. That's not an absolute
in this situation, I do not have to disclose that.
Where those sunglasses, Ray? You recording this?
What?
Huh? You recording this?
Yes, we're recording this right now.
He's waiting to record it.
Word.
You want me to wear my glasses? I wear my glasses on. You got the glasses.
Matter, take a picture.
Just for you.
But yeah, so DJ.
Yeah.
What you missed was our rant. Well, my rant. And then, it's about how The Rock wasn't there, Mania.
You're right.
How the match with Jay and Gunther could have been better if they added some emotionality to it.
Okay.
We just spoke about Charlotte and Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we spoke about Cena and Cody.
Okay.
And the 45-minute Travis Scott entrance.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Man's entrance
in the middle
was
of the
as
match,
long as the Undertaker's entrance. Why?
Yeah, for real.
In the middle of the match, like so. That's like it's not like he was wrestling and this was his entrance to the match. This was this is a run-in.
His entrance, his entrance to the match. I have to split it. Go myself. I can hear him. Hold on. His entrance, Travis Scott's entrance in the match, right, was on a 2-day delay, just like that woman was when Stone Cold ran his fucking 4x4 almost into her, and then she had the 2-day reaction, like, wait, I'm so sorry. I went as fast as Gunther tapped out. Let me go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
I know Ray's too young to see this. Have you guys remember Mortal Kombat, the first one? The first movie, Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Fuck.
Remember when Johnny Cage gets introduced and he's fighting?
Mm-hmm.
And then he hits someone and he was like, "This is the part you fall down." That was her.
Yes.
Like she got hit in the the rail got hit and someone called her up and said, "Fall down."
Yeah.
That was that lady that got hit by fucking Stone Cold.
I'm bleeding on the inside. My Achilles ruptured.
I watched the movie, Toe. We talked about this before.
You sure?
We talked about it on the podcast, remember?
I hear you, but I mean, what did Goro break that was so expensive from Johnny Cage?
Wasn't it his award?
No.
What did he break?
Your glasses. The $600 glasses, asshole. Damn, Ray. Did you watch this movie?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
How do you
He's
not
fucking
remember
lying
that
to
iconic
you.
part?
He's watching. He don't watch Mortal Kombat 2, the shitty one.
Damn.
Word,
Shitty.
Annihilation.
Damn.
But Jax had to learn a
I'm
lesson.
going to have to restart my
armor.
laptop. My shit's acting up.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
But all right, DJ, let's catch you up. Let's hear your side of the story with WrestleMania.
For WrestleMania, this had to be so. First off, they did not arrange this card in the order these matches should have gone in. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing I think is all out of order. It was completely out of order. And even if I take the matches that were in SmackDown, if I took some of the SmackDown matches all the way to Sunday night, complete out of order of these matches. I think you could have taken the same matches, and if you put them in the right place, we'd be all right. But to have that, to have all of this stuff happen to get to this Cena match, where we knew he was going to do the heel thing of, okay, I'm going to make this not be a match with any kind of action in it. Every time he starts going, I'm going to put him on the mat. A heelish thing to do. I get the story and everything, but for the final match of WrestleMania, that's not a very good thing to do to end the night with.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're trying to do with the storyline. You can't end it. You cannot end your Super Bowl this way. Jay and Gunther should have been the last match. They did it. They fucking came out the first match of WrestleMania, and they were one of the matches that stole the show. They had a great match. Like you said, there could have been some more emotion in it, but the reason why is because they're the first match. So they're like, we gotta, there's clock, So I think they could have got some more. They could have squeezed some more out of it, but you couldn't. It's the first match of a 2-night thing. So that's the only reason why I think that was the only thing missing in the match, is that we wanted more. And that's not a bad thing. Like that to want more from something. Like at least they didn't leave us like, hurry up and finish this match and get it off my TV. We didn't have that feeling. We was like, I could have gone another couple of rounds with this, you know?
At least, yeah.
So that's why it's not such a, like, you know, that's a bad thing to want from that match is more, okay? So it should have been last. Like that triple threat for what was that? The Intercon or US? Intercontinental, right?
Was the 4-way.
The fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental.
The 4-way. Yeah. So that should have been night 2. Or like way up on, like that should have been maybe like the third last match of Sunday. Yes, I'm happy that I think Dominic has worked his ass off.
Agreed.
And I think he deserved that moment. In fact, like you see, he's been working so much for other people. They had to tell him to go back to the ring to celebrate some more for himself. That's how Dominic, like that kind of got to me. Like that got me when I watched that. They're like, dude, go back in the ring. You're supposed to celebrate some more. He was ready to he's used to going to, like, the match is over, I go to the back. Like, no, This is your moment. Go to the ring. So
also that just that reaction, that crowd reaction. I was like,
the crowd was like, the crowd loved it. So and see, and I like, so for those who don't know, like, so I went to Vegas right at, like, so we went Monday. I was there Monday morning, which was the thing to do because like everybody was going. Like, first off, my plane ticket and the place we were staying was dirt cheap because everybody was leaving, right? And I did get to go to NXT. I got to talk to some of the wrestling fans that were left that actually did go. So I did ask I was the journalist that I am. I was like, okay, tell me your experience. Like the people that were actually in the buildings. And they feel just about the way we did. Like that Jay should have been all, like, people that were wearing t-shirts of all other people, even people with Cena stuff on, was like, yeah, I think the Cena match probably should have been the night one. That's probably the way you should end night one, is a match like that. And then night 2 should have been ended with Jay and Gunther. Yeah. And let me give a hearty middle finger to everybody that is disliking the video of Jay winning. Like, get a life, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Get a fucking life. Okay, that's what you need. You need a life, maybe some ass. But you're like, the whole thing of you hating on this is just like, so you're showing me you're not really a wrestling fan, is basically what it is. You're not really a wrestling fan. Because if you were and you followed this man, you follow what everything that Jay did, and you call yourself a wrestling fan from here, like from, all this shit that this man has been through. He's already told you he's only got and he told you he's not going to be around for that much longer. The man this is somebody that put in the work for this, and he's over. To be mad that he won the world title is, it's way over my head. And I'm ready to fight anybody that wants to talk about movesets and all that bullshit. I'm ready for you as well. Like that, because this is, that's bullshit. Like, it's something that you're just leaning on because you have nothing else to talk about, when that's like, people have movesets. Like, people do the same shit because that's what they know how to do. That's their thing. Mostly when you get to this level, you're doing about 5 to 6 moves. Like, because now it's about the story.
Yep. There is the bread and butter, in a sense. Like, you have what brings you to the dance. You have, you'll do little things here and there, but it's like everything else, we know what to expect. Like, with fucking Jay, we're going to see the super kick at one point. We're going to see a spear. We're going to see a splash. It's going to happen. With Cena, we're going to see the fucking same comeback.
The shoulder block.
Tackle.
Yep.
Shoulder tackle.
Yep.
Spin bomb. 5-knuckle shuffle. Boom. Attitude adjustment. Maybe the STF.
Right.
There you go.
I'm going to be real. I thought I was going to see a few more spears from Jey Uso to Gunther. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the spear is possible on a man like Gunther's size, would be more impactful than any other signature move, and I don't want to call it a signature move, but it is a signature move of what we normally see and stuff like that from Jay. So I thought I was going to see more spears from him. And to be quite honest, I honestly thought he was going to win with a spear.
I kind of thought that also.
I like that he choked him out. He's like, you know what? No, all this shit you did, you can't get no 3
He didn't choke him out. Yeah. I mean, he did, but like he tapped out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
but you know what I'm saying.
You would have actually locked it in.
No, I get. You know what I mean.
Like
he's
like,
you like that dynamic.
It's not gonna be the no. I'm gonna make you feel this. It's not gonna just be a 3 count. Like that's so. I did like that part.
You feeling all of these right here. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I hear you. The acquisition of NuKKle. I kind of felt like Vikingo was gonna be the guy to replace Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced Phoenix, and then you see him sitting in the crowd, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna be a part of it somehow. And he just went there and
well, I think it's also very too soon
right,
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're just starting. We know them, but it's still like we're eventually going to bring them in.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I can't wait for that though. The fact that again that blew my mind Saturday. That was like, wait a second, because the graphic got leaked before they did the full announcement. That was like, oh, we're gonna see AAA Worlds collide. I'm like, huh? Okay. And then they do the full video package, and then Triple H makes the announcement. Not that they're just partnered with AAA,
right?
They have purchased AAA, and it's like, holy shit! Okay, you get Vikingo there, you get the president, you get the CEO there. Yo, that for if you guys aren't familiar with AAA, that lady has taken more bumps. Like they hate this woman.
No, they
every time if someone's gonna like do a crazy ass dive, they do it wherever she's fucking sitting at.
Bro,
like,
I was trying to find out how old this woman is.
She's got to be like late 50s,
right? With here's the
late
thing.
50s, early 60s at this point.
There's no information about it.
Yeah.
None.
Which is
it
wonderful.
Says, ready? Her birthday. I've seen it in a few sites. March 13th. So she's a Pisces. Right? Question mark. And I'm like, this Tales from the Crypt bitch is like swimming in the Lazarus pit of plastic surgery. And no one knows her age. I'm like, ito viejita. Like, what's going? Like, how old are you? Like, how old are your sons? Like, what year is your oldest? So I can have a better idea when you gave birth to where we're at right now, and then I'll probably get your age.
You're not going to find any of that info.
He gets one of the young women and just sucks their soul out of them.
Listen. I know that we're very sacred with luchadors with their masks. But I didn't think they were like that with their age too. I mean, shit.
No, she is just because of. There's some tie-ins when it comes to AAA. Let's remember that. There's a reason they've stayed afloat for a lot of years.
True. I'd be forgetting about that.
You just said there's Italians in AAA?
No, there's tie-ins.
I know.
Tie-ins.
Like there's some.
Quarter Miles is over at AAA.
Yo, BRB.
Fucking Jersey Mike's is in AAA.
Son of a bitch.
Something's being packaged up, but it ain't sandwiches. But we're gonna keep going.
Listen, cocaine is a hell of a drug. But but DJ, we spoke about this on it did like the match order was like weird. It kind of felt like it went from one big thing to a low moment, to a high moment, to a low moment, high moment, low moment, low moment. Because if you notice, night one ended on a low moment with Seth Rollins, and then ended on a low moment with Cena.
Wait, I thought it was a low moment on Saturday.
I'm talking about just a heel winning.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
you know what I'm saying? Because everybody wanted Roman or CM Punk to win.
Yeah.
So with Seth Rollins winning, it was like, well, you're not supposed to always get what you want. And then Cena wins, just like, fuck, bro. Like, okay, so Jay winning just kind of got overshadowed because that was in the beginning of the night.
Right.
No, the only reason I ask it, because I feel like even though was the heel winning, Paul doing that, it's just like, holy shit. Like, that gave us the reaction you should want. That it's like, now I want to watch the next night.
What?
The Travis Scott shit, the next night is just like,
when
what the fuck just happened? Like,
when he low blowed CM Punk, I was like, okay, because he's like, you made me choose. Get it.
Right.
You pick Roman. Then he low blowed Roman, and I was like,
no. Let's get this right. Not only did he low blow Roman,
he jiggled the balls.
Jiggle. Wait, what happened to my camera?
You know what I think? You know what I think it is? I think Roman accidentally clenched too early. So Paul's trying to like get his fucking arm out, and Roman's already selling. So he's like,
"Dies, dog." He's like, relax, so I can get my arm back.
I think that's what, I think that's what happened. I think it was one of those where he fucking hit.
Heyman turned around and said, "No, these are King Kong's nuts."
I think Roman fucking just clenched his fucking thighs. Like, nope. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I kind of took it like Heyman was like, okay, let me pay here's your favor I gotta pay, and then here's your favor I gotta pay, and then, yeah.
Let me finish jerking you off real quick, my tribal chief.
One last time for the one.
One last time.
Word. See a bunch of men back there, get it?
Oh shit.
Shit, but nah, yeah. Me, I just this Rollins is like, it was like with Cena winning. It's like, all right, we got to endure this for now, because I don't see what y'all see in him anymore.
I'm not a big Rollins.
And like, I saw it in the Shield. I don't see it now. When he started doing that that laugh bullshit, like, all right, you lost it for me. I'm no longer investing in this.
That was the moment. That was like, you know what?
Yeah.
This ain't it.
It's not. I was like, that's the best you got? Sorry, bro. I can't do that. My for me, that kind of shit, if I had to make it, that's reserved for children. You know, like, if a child did that, well, you know, he's trying to be the Joker. Grown man does that, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. This motherfucker's on meth, some shit.
Well, but you want to know what's funny that you say that, because we be seeing a lot of like AIs, right? Where Roman is Superman, Punk is Batman, and they place the Joker as Seth Rollins. You know? So it's funny that you say that, because that's more or less the character that he's trying to portray. He is trying to portray the Joker. He is trying to portray, and I think when he started doing that, I think the movie Joker was starting to come out with Joaquin Phoenix. So, yeah. Or
right. Jared Leto has a better portrayal of the Joker.
Right. But we didn't get that with Seth. Yeah. Seth was really doing that when we had Phoenix as Joker. You know? And that's when we were starting to, that's when that laugh started to happen, if you really think about it.
And the crazy clothes.
Yeah.
Right. So that was that. And it just kind of stuck with him. Now, what are we getting? We are getting essentially maybe a new Dangerous Alliance, a new evolution, as we saw certain, photos where you have a picture of Evolution where, they're at the bottom, and at the top, someone's putting Rollins as Triple H, Braun Breaker as Batista, and we've all seen it. Austin Theory would be the Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind that.
I think that's not 100% sold on Theory, though. That's my thing.
Well, that's why he needs to be in this group.
Yeah,
I think he needs a character build
this
again.
Type of group to
and what's up to Ireland, by the way?
Hey, what's going on? I'll add Trick to the alliance. You know what? I wouldn't mind that either.
I wouldn't mind that either.
I wouldn't mind Trick Williams there. I wouldn't mind Carmelo there.
Carmelo.
Get his character going, yeah.
I like Carmelo Domiz, though. I like that little thing they got. Carmelo Domiz. I like that.
Melo's better than that. I think that's the problem. Mello is better. I love me some Miz. I'm a misfit, but Mello is better than that.
I'm a fan of the Miz. I just feel bad for Mello because this means now he has like a 50-50 chance of going away properly with this, because either he breaks out and becomes his own thing again, or we don't see from Mello after, because every time someone teams with the Miz, it doesn't work out.
Who else is a young star in the WWE right now? But that's Ethan Page. I feel as though he's still doing his thing in NXT.
I wouldn't mind that either.
I was thinking about Ricky Starks, to be quite honest with you, because Ricky Starks gives me more of a Randy Orton type of vibe.
I think too soon for Starks.
No, too soon now. Yeah, but I also feel like it's too soon with Ethan.
Well, the reason I say no, just because Ethan's also a little older to still be in NXT. Like, yeah. Ethan Page, this isn't his first like go around. Like, he's already like Starks still like he hasn't even touched his prime yet. Ethan Page is at the point where it's like you could send him up right now and it'll be okay.
Yo, if this dude would actually find a definitive character, I would have said the wild card for Brian Pillman's son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't get what Lexus King is though.
I don't either.
He hasn't really. Yeah,
like,
it hasn't really.
If Brian Pillman Jr. was like figuring out like who the fuck are you in a sense, he could have fit perfectly because it's written there.
Yeah,
like Brian Pillman was around for the Dangerous Alliance.
So like, ready? You know what? I'm gonna make you guys laugh. Every time I see Lexus King's facial hair, it kind of reminds me as if Jeff Hardy was creating these designs on his field, but he decided to create them on Lexus King. Like there's a mini Jeff Hardy on a on a lawnmower, just creating all these sharp lines on his face.
They do look nice though. It does look like it's
what?
It doesn't match the guy with
what? They look nice. No, the lines look nice. They look sharp.
Yeah, the lines are sharp.
Yeah. The lines look nice. Face does not look nice. Like, that looks
the
terrible.
lines look nice though. Like the lines.
To be honest, it kind of looks fake.
It does.
It looks like he went to the Dominican barbershop and they filled it in.
Yeah.
My guy did like a fucking microblading, but on his face instead of his
remember,
eyebrows.
they're in Florida. You're probably finding that fucking. Mm-hmm. He's going, yo, Poppy, what you need? All right, got you.
Yo, Shadow, the only reason why I wouldn't put Cross in this is because I think Cross right now needs to break out as a singles competitor.
Yeah.
You know what? I would put him in because imagine Paul Heyman backing every single word he's saying.
Oh, right, yeah. But
if there's anyone that has, I'm gonna put it this way. If there's anyone that has diplomatic immunity to say whatever the fuck he wants on that microphone and not suffer consequences, it's Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
I hear you. Put him with Cross, let him Cross like just fucking shoot.
But imagine now, Cross and Seth Rollins going at it. You know, like I think Cross is strong enough to stand on his own. Like just the thing is, yes. He needs that ability to be able to say whatever fuck he needs to say. And Paul Heyman can do that, protect him for it. But I honestly think right now, with the shoot interview he did on whatever the fuck his name is, and the shit that he's been doing with AJ, it's like, now's the time, bro. Now is the time that you have the NXT guy matured to the main roster, and he is the top. Like, to me, I'm seeing him as a top player.
Yeah, that's why I told you how I would get him into that he could be a title guy. The only reason I think it still works to put him in the group would just be, like we said, this isn't going to be a, Seth is in charge type deal. It's like, you still have the Heyman touch on each one. That it's like, I think Cross would need it just to be like, that is your, like, that's your muscle right there. That is your guy that it's like, he's going to do whatever the fuck he needs to do. Again, Heyman behind him when he's saying this shit, that again, we don't know if it's a shoot. Could not be, could be.
So I have a question.
But it works so well.
what if it's not another male? What if?
Oh no, Becky's in there.
No, we're not doing that. Let's keep the husband and wife away.
Jada Parker.
Nah, she's too hood. She's too hood for Heyman. I mean, Heyman, you know, he got jungle. Heyman got jungle fever.
Like, yo, Heyman's the only person to say at the Hall of Fame, suck my dick. Well, I think Heyman's hood, too.
No.
He grew up in the Bronx.
That's true. No. That's very true. You're absolutely right. Yeah. But it doesn't fit that. I don't feel like it fits that circle. Yeah. I feel like if you're going to put somebody there, it could be either Roxanne or Cora Jade.
I can see
and
Roxanne.
It's going to be Becky.
I know it's going to be Becky, but can we not book Becky back in business? No. But after seeing that interview with, it should be Bailey. Fuck you. It should be Bailey. It should be Bailey because Bailey is pissed off at the fact that she got replaced by that motherfucker's wife.
It should be.
But it's Becky did turn heel on
gonna be Becky. Like she just turned heel. It's like,
well, because that was Bailey's spot. Bailey was supposed to turn heel.
I mean,
I said it. She was going to turn heel. I said somebody was. I said that Lyra Valkyrie's partner is going to turn heel on her.
You said her partner. You didn't say Bailey.
How about this?
How about this, Ray? You skating on a thin line right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Ray, like, it's there.
Ray, how about this?
Oh shit!
How about this, Ray? And this is just to keep her in check and to give her that little bit of edge.
Ooh, jeez.
You put Charlotte in the group.
Fuck that.
Ooh, Jesus.
Whatever stops me from getting stabbed here, because you even.
So like, come on, man. You're from New York. Everybody gets stabbed every once in a while.
I burned the tip so it doesn't get infected. I killed them with the germs. And I might brand you at the same time, but listen, whatever comes first. I feel like the germs will come out first and then the branding. But, you know, I mean.
And if she jigs you, you're not going to get branded.
You'll be fine. You got enough meat. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's going to go in and out too fast.
It's like a piercing. A quick piercing. Listen.
That was it.
I saw how they did piercing at Claire's. I think I got this.
I think I got this.
The reason why
I'm on the line of it's too much meat. You'll be fine. It's okay. It's like really.
All right. Let's get back to the adult conversation.
This is an adult conversation.
We'll drug you
the
up.
reason why I don't think Becky would be in it is because unless you're gonna have a marriage storyline with Seth and Becky taking over, it doesn't work. Roxanne doesn't work in that group because she got too much beef with everyone else, and she's still doing that friend hate shit with Cora Jade. She doesn't fit in a group style.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think Charlotte can take advantage of the fact that she lost at WrestleMania, and it could be that Paul Heyman's like, I know the problem you have, and we could fix it, and then it makes her better. Like, remember, look, you got Seth Rollins, who's the architect, and then Charlotte Flair, who they say rebuilt the women's division, the greatest women's wrestler in the world, right? The two top wrestlers in their eyes, men and female, starts it. If you want to add Roxanne and Cora Jade afterwards and have like a female group versus a male group in the Dangerous Alliance, like two separate groups, fine. But I think to have the definitive woman's member, I would say Charlotte.
I can see that. The reason I feel like it's almost a writing on the wall with it is because of them turning Becky heel, like instantaneous with that. That it's like I feel like they're just gonna pair it together because they're already on Raw. It makes sense.
But then, and again, it's like I think they're doing that just to give her the rub. Like she's gonna beat Becky to become the new Becky. You have to eat Becky's soul in order to encompass to be the new man because the chicken wings ain't working.
Yeah. Or maybe they don't have another female member. Maybe they just add
his name and he appears. I believe in
people have a problem with that too. Maybe Heyman can help Charlotte find a man that would avoid divorce number 4.
No one can help her find that.
Yeah, I don't think there's
at this point. There's her.
Yeah.
At this point, you know what? The Lord, if I hope Andrade had a good divorce lawyer that just like, hey, I didn't marry this face.
And I sure hell didn't marry that back.
Like, this is not what I married.
I didn't marry that back. Where's the ass? Where's it's supposed to be this? Why is it this?
But no, it caves in a little.
A little.
No, that last one was just
like a line. And shout out Conga line, because at least the Conga line would actually have some waves in it.
Yeah. Now, I know some people are disappointed with Henry being in Mania.
Yeah.
I get the purpose of it, because it's like, it's to have Randy Orton there, get that little pop. But for me, it's like Theory could have did that too.
So Randy Orton actually
just
picked
the
Joe
moment.
Hendry.
Who?
Randy Orton picked Joe Hendry to be his opponent.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it was gonna be. They had thrown Austin in there. They thrown a few names. Randy Orton wanted to have Joe Hendry, and Randy's way of saying, or just kind of giving Joe Hendry's flowers to him, right, as Randy Orton. Randy Orton not only did the RKO during Joe Hendry's pose, but then Randy Orton also went ahead and did Joe Hendry pose in the Randy Orton pose. So that was Randy Orton's way of initiating Joe Hendry, saying, "You did good, kid. This is why I wanted you here." Randy Orton was the one that actually picked Joe Hendry. It wasn't them. Randy Orton handpicked Joe Hendry for this.
It works so well with it though, because of the match that was. Like Joe, it got him over. It got the TNA World Champion on WrestleMania.
That's another thing too.
And also it was the safe match right there. Like Randy didn't get hurt, worked well, there was no mishap.
Nope.
And you do a lot of things in one match that you get again. TNA World Champion at WrestleMania, a sentence I don't think we ever thought we were going to get to say.
No.
Like, you get to say
I said
TNA,
it, but it was former.
Like, no, exactly. Like, you get to
Styles.
say the former. No, this is current reigning and defending TNA World Champion. He was just at the pay-per-view that Friday.
Yeah.
Like, it's the insanity of that. You get Joe Hendry having that moment of the crowd reacted the way they needed to do. Because if it was anyone else, if it was Austin Theory, they were going to boo. And not boo because Theory's a heel, but boo because they were hoping for Rusev. They were hoping for Aleister Black. They're hoping for somebody. Joe Hendry knocked that one out the park.
Mystery
they were not
partner, if you really think about it, when they do mystery partners at WrestleMania, for the last few or some odd years here and there when they did it during a tag team ladder match, and it was the Hardys.
That was the Hardys.
Right? They did it, I mean, we all knew it was Cody, right? Because he was on his way over there anyway. But the mystery partner, regardless, was Cody for Seth Rollins. Cody got a huge pop for that. Especially with everything that was going on at that time, because wrestling fans know shit.
Yeah.
This is one where wrestling fans really honestly did not know who could it be. We speculated everybody else. I even fucking put Hornswoggle in there as like a fucking gimmick shit. Like
that was the funniest thing, because we talked about it Friday, and I'm like, I just threw it out there, just like maybe.
Right?
What if it's Joe Hendry?
Maybe it's Joe Hendry, right? You just wanted to play the sound, really?
Yeah, I just wanted to play the sound.
You just wanted to press the button and play the sound.
I was like, let's push the button. And Sunday, even we're doing our little Mania party, and I'm like, I'm just convinced it's probably just gonna be like Nick Aldis. And when the song played, I'm like,
right,
oh shit!
It was definitely an oh shit moment, and not only that, you had the whole entire stadium singing his song.
Yes.
Like,
why I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is so prestigious. And not for nothing, you also got to put in this perspective. Joe Hendry has been making waves with certain WWE legends, including Mark Henry. He did his song. Why I believe in Mark Henry. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. You know, like, he made it his own funny way where they absolutely love it. And he's actually a really good performer. Right. And he's not just a gimmick song. It's not just a gimmick song. He's actually a pretty decent performer. Yep. It's like the thing is that a lot of people are starting to get to know him, but they don't know him more than past his song. And that's the problem.
And that face.
And the face, right? Yeah. The song and the pose, like, you know, the $1 million smile, you know, but like, and then the wrestling portion of it, it gets kind of lost within the song.
Yeah.
But you have these wrestling legends that actually watch his matches, not just his fucking entrance, but actually watch his matches. And they're like, this guy has it. He has it in the sense of getting the engagement of the crowd, putting on decent matches. His promos and his mic skills are pretty good too. I just finished watching NXT where he just came out and was facing Obafemi and Trick Williams. So I literally just finished watching Stand and Deliver, CJ, in the beginning of the podcast, and then immediately after that I just went to the NXT show because I haven't seen it yet until now. Mm-hmm. And that's why you saw me just doing all of this and everything, because I was watching Joe Hendry and everything like that. But
I knew exactly where you were.
His promos are good. His wrestling ability is amazing. And the song is a catchy song. But a lot of the problem is that a lot of people just see him as a gimmick song, and he's so much more than that. And I don't feel that enough people want to give him his flowers, his props, or a chance, because the only thing they really know him now for is just his song. And I don't think that's fair.
He's had amazing matches. And again, that's why I said this was the match Randy needed, because he showcased, hey, he did what he needed to do. Bump and feed. That's all Joe needs to do in there. Like, and it's exactly what he did at the Rumble. He got showcased a bit, and then boom, bump feed, bump feed, bump feed. Like, which also just had to throw in there. Not only all that we mentioned that you got to say, I get to say I interviewed someone that wrestled at fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, that was the one thing I popped for them. Like, wait, I just interviewed this guy. Like, it's no, but and hearing what he said on Busted Open, it's like, it's crazy to look at that this guy more than likely will be at a few more of these throughout the years. Like, he's definitely going to be doing something.
So the name.
Bobby?
I just saw the name Roberto.
That's how you want to say the name, Roberto.
The water boy.
The water boy. Finally, Ray gets a fucking movie reference.
It's me, Roberto.
Yo, daddy.
Don't be stupid. Take the money,
boy. Roberto.
Oh, shit.
I feel like Toe was finally proud. He was like, you got it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm like a proud father right now.
Finally, after all these movie references.
Got it.
They grow up so fast.
Got it, DJ. I taught him well. He remembered something.
You did good, Toe. Now
if we could just teach him to be a wingman.
You know what, Toe? Kudos to you, Toe.
Jesus Christ, the worst wingman of all time.
I'm sorry, I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, DJ, we're going to go to a bar. Stephanie's going to be there, and Ray's going to pick up the mic, and he's like, you never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. What movie's that from, Ray?
No, you got me once with Waterboy. That's all I got.
Jeez.
Top Gun, bro.
My guy said, Spider-Man, you only get one.
Yeah, right?
That's all you get one. That's it. Maybe tomorrow, whenever we shoot the Toe in the Show, maybe we'll get another one.
Y'all seen Sinners yet?
I want to. I'm going to try to see it this weekend.
Sinners? I won't say nothing.
Oh, no, not yet. But I heard it was good, though.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things.
No,
I want to give it a watch.
See it. I won't give nothing away.
No. Hey, it's making money. Like it's proven to be a great horror movie to start off its initial week.
Is it horror or thriller, or a bit of both?
It's horror. It's in the horror genre, but it looks like it's going to be more like suspense.
But it's not like a cheap horror.
Ooh.
Like you get involved in the story. It's not just cheap.
Is there a lot of jump scares? Yeah. There's a lot of jump scares. Let me stop asking stupid fucking questions.
She just wants
That's
to know.
That's all I'm gonna give you.
Does she have to prepare? Does she have to do what he needs?
I'm watching it with the lights on.
You can't do that.
Okay, so we know Gigi.
I'm just surprised that someone said that, and I'm not saying Michael B. Jordan can't act. It's just I'm surprised that someone said that type of Michael B. Jordan movie is good.
Well, it's also under him, no? Like it's yeah.
Well, this director loved to use Michael B. Jordan. It's kind of like Scorsese and De Niro. Like
he did not set him up to fail.
So he did Fruitvale Station with Michael B. He did both of the Panther movies. He did Creed. So this is his guy. So and they're Shaq and Kobe kind of thing. Like they just make, like, they don't miss. So as you can even see with even their scores, like they don't have nothing under 90. So so
that's
Roberto, he actually said that, and the pronunciation is actually kind of correct.
Nice,
but he liked WrestleMania quite a lot.
Okay,
that's good. That's the thing. That's why I said earlier when we were bringing up like just that feeling wrestling used to give.
Right.
It sucks because on surface, if you're not watching it with that's just like, because a lot of people do that. That's like you're watching it to find the problem. You're watching it to find.
Don't let the
what
smart.
Can I complain about this fucking week?
Don't let the smarks take your joy.
That's what I
okay. Don't let smarks take your joy.
Even at the end, me again, like I said, I hated the ending, but I'm also watching it like, fuck, this is stupid. Like trying to sell WrestleMania, But at the same token, I'm still like, fuck, Cena just won his 17th title, Like the mark in me is like, holy shit, I get to see like in his farewell fucking tour, he does it. He does what, again, if you're a Cena fan, you wanted him to fucking do. Break the record, do all this. So it's like, it's the mixed emotion of it that it's like, I want to fucking complain about it, but at the same time, it's like, I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is. John Cena just won the 17th title. And now I'm just hoping for them to fucking bring it to New York. Like, that's, like, come on. They've announced every other state but New York. I'm just like, what the fuck?
And that's another thing people don't realize. It's like, oh, they cheered Cena. It's like, fucking course they cheered him.
Yeah.
Like, how many, not for nothing, Hogan was the bad guy and they cheered him versus The Rock at WrestleMania 18.
And that's what's going to happen.
People grew up with this fucking guy.
Right.
No matter who he portrays, the people that are fans of him are going to root for him to break history.
I mean, correction, the fans were going to root for him because during that time. Now.
No, but we're talking again. At that point, yeah.
But during that time, you're absolutely right. Because Hogan was indeed NWO. He was the bad guy. The Rock was good. Yeah. But this is where like, no matter how bad you're making one character look like the heel, they end up being the baby face.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of how they wrote it, but how they wrote it, but how the fans interpret it, how the fans saw it in their perspective. They're like, we're not going to boo Hogan at that time. We're going to boo the shit out of The Rock because Hogan is our living legend at that time. And it was big. Yeah. It was epic during that time. And
they did the same.
It's very similar to, and I hate to put it this way, but it's the only, and even now too, very similar to when Becky Lynch started to become the man when she punched the shit out of Charlotte because Charlotte decided to get herself into the title match where Becky really took a really long time to get to. Because she was the steampunk Becky. She was the, Becky NXT and everything. Now Becky Lynch was just pissed off because Charlotte Flair interfered in the actual match and became a triple threat. And then she stole it over Becky. And then Becky went ahead in Brooklyn, just punched the shit out of her. And she was trying to blame it on the fans, but the fans were all cheering her like, nah, girl, we get you. We are on your side. Yes.
Right.
She deserved it. Yeah. You didn't support me. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. You can't always write who's going to be heel. No. You can try to write it and you can try to perceive it that way to the fans. You can feed it to the fans that way. But if the fans actually feel, nah, that's cool. We want this, but we're still going to cheer for you. Same thing with Austin. Austin, supposed to be one of the greatest heels, is the greatest heel. But, I mean, what person wouldn't mind stunning their boss? You're no longer a heel. You're a face. You're an anti-hero.
Yeah, he was too relatable to not be like, you know what? I gotta cheer this
exactly.
guy.
These are essentially your anti-heroes. Cena is in his anti-hero era.
Yeah. So Roberto says that, Cena wanted to ruin wrestling, right? And this is the way the match goes. To be honest with you, Roberto, like, think about this. If you're going to ruin wrestling, to ruin WrestleMania, come out, no music, jeans, your hand taped up, and your shirt that says, all you people are sheep. You wrestle the match, Cody's trying to do his thing, you get outside the ring, poke him in the eye. You do so much heel shit that it's like, yo, this isn't a fucking match. Like, what the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm ruining wrestling for y'all.
He's doing headlock takeovers.
Like, why do I need to try so much? Like, I'm just taking advantage of every moment he got. I'm not even going to do wrestling moves. Like, you grab his leg to hit the turnbuckle, and he just stops and goes, you know what, fucking pokes him back in the eye. Like,
listen,
Travis Scott comes in, match, and he rolls up Cody.
After watching that match, he did ruin wrestling because he didn't even fucking wrestle.
No like when he came out, no graphics.
No,
just a black John, like with white font, John Cena, and he just walks down.
But the thing is,
didn't run and slide under the rope.
Damn. He didn't even get that long run that he normally does. John Cena said he ain't got the lungs for it anymore.
Dude, that's like me saying I'm gonna ruin this podcast, and I come in here and I just do the same shit I've always did. Because it kind of just looked like, well, I mean, you never could wrestle, so you kind of look just worse than how you always was. This don't look any different. Like you didn't change nothing. You didn't even change the way you did your promos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, Ray. I get it.
I'm just
like, what I'm saying is like for someone like me, you're not ruining it. It's already been ruined, so I gotta endure. For someone like Ray, did he ruin the match for you?
If that was him trying to do it, he did a hell of a job. Because I'm expecting the Cena.
In my opinion, I feel like The Rock has ruined wrestling for me because we all thought his ass was going to be at WrestleMania, and he was at WrestleMania, so therefore he ruined wrestling for me. It wasn't John Cena. It was The Rock not showing up for WrestleMania that ruined wrestling for me. I'm also trying to figure out who is this Randy Orton / Kyle Fletcher guy that is in NXT that was with John Cena. These niggas is
I was gonna mention him.
Talking about,
I was gonna mention him when we were talking about people to be in the faction. I was like, wait, there is a guy that looks exactly like Randy Orton.
Yeah, you know what's funny? If he wasn't in AEW, Kyle Fletcher right now would be perfect for this group. Build up Kyle Fletcher.
Fire.
Yo, Janelle, I'm happy that you went to WrestleMania and you enjoyed it. I know you lost your friend, and bro, I'm happy for you that you got to enjoy your first WrestleMania.
Yeah, glad you enjoyed, bro. But yeah, that's my thing with Cena was that it's like it, and I get it. He even said it on Pat McAfee. That's like he lost a step, He admitted it. He lost a step.
Yeah.
Even though Pat McAfee high as hell, which I did not know Pat is always fucking high for some reason. I could not tell.
When you make that much money and you white.
I mean.
Like, apparently he was, that Xena's like, you probably see me fast as hell. Like, that line got me on his fucking show. But it's like, yeah, Xena's not going to be wrestling like he did in 06. However, this wasn't even like him fucking being gassed up. This was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, this didn't look like you lost us.
No, but that's the thing. It didn't look like it was on Cena either, though. This just looked like a bad fucking match. That's what I'm saying. If Randy and him have a bad match, then it might be on fucking.
Do you feel that
this might be a shock.
The chemistry between Cena and Cody is not the chemistry, right?
There was no chemistry.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, do you feel like it was more or less like because we've seen the chemistry between Randy and Cena.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can tell you, like I said earlier, without a doubt, Randy and Cena will have a good fucking match. Like that's gonna be, it's gonna be something because they have chemistry there. No matter what, that's when muscle fucking reflex just gonna. It's like riding a bike with them.
This might be a shock. This might be a shock to DJ. I don't think Cody Rhodes is that good of a wrestler either.
What? You don't?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it takes a special person to make a match with someone who lost a step look good. And I'm talking about Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. And it almost looked like Ric Flair didn't lose a step. Like, he saved that step for that match. You know what I'm saying?
Favor.
Like,
I'm going to need you to not put Shawn Michaels in this sentence. Don't you leave my heartbreak kid alone. You leave my sexy boy alone. Okay, he is not your boy toy. He is not your boy toy. Be talking about him like that in the match with Ric Flair. He is Mr. WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes and John Cena will never be Mr. WrestleMania. There is only one Mr. WrestleMania, and that is Shawn Michaels. And then you have the GOAT.
That's what I'm saying.
That is Ric Flair. So those two people should not be in the same fucking sentence. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm kind of saying that those are special people for that, and Cody is nowhere near that. That's why I use them.
You can't just say that. I feel
like we could bring up Cena now in that convo. 17th time.
Listen, that wasn't earned. That was given.
Is it though? No, but like in all honesty,
are we not gonna say Flair's titles were given a few times?
No, yeah.
Listen, during the territory time, they had no other choice. Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
they had a choice with Charlotte and fucking Sasha Banks. Okay, that was a choice. Okay.
Is it me or didn't it seem like they cheapened this fucking run? Like what, this 17th time him winning, they cheapened that shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it kind of like feels like John Cena's like, yo, you won the 17 times. No shit. They asked me to come do it. I did it. Like, you don't even see behind his eyes. Like, he's excited for it.
Well, it's almost like he's not trying to again.
I was about to say, like, when he's on WWE programming, I can agree with Toe. When he's doing everything else, you can tell he's fucking elated. Like, my guy's having fun with this. He's enjoying getting to work with the crowd and do the heel shit. He's fucking.
What other stuff is you talking about?
When he does any interview, watch his interview with fucking with Cormier. What? No, the one with Cormier. Watch his interview with Cormier. Okay. Watch his interview with Rosenberg. Watch his interview with Pat McAfee. All of them, you see John Cena. He tries not to break kayfabe too much with it, but still, he's being himself. He's talking, and you see the difference. You see the tone where it's like he knows why he's taking this step away. Like, he knows why it has to end now, but he's enjoying the run. Like, it's not just, oh, I'm here, you know? It feels that way, but that's also, I think, his way of trying to be a heel. Because he hasn't done it since what? 04? 03, 04 when he was doing the heel.
Thugonomics.
Yeah, so it's like, when you're used to 24/7, you had to be cookie cutter, just baby face, kissing babies, shaking hands, all that, to then try to basically say fuck you to everyone that supported him. You're gonna have to try to just whatever it takes to be in that mentality.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but The Rock being there would have added that extra layer of dynamic that would have probably made him even more over as a hero.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that I feel like Travis Scott should have came out first, right? Do fine. Have Travis Scott have his little moment. But then like have him just take a couple steps and then you hear the final boss's music hit.
Yeah. And if he's gonna come out with that fucking hardcore title, at least give an excuse like, yo, that shit's made with titanium plating or something. So hit him with the hardcore title, so it seems like that knocked him the fuck out, not like the regular title.
Yeah. I was hollering he needs to, if he's gonna have it, he needs to defend it.
That shit. Yeah. No, did you see the price they're trying to sell the replicas for?
How much?
Bro, they want $1,200. That better have fucking titanium in there.
They want
$1,200 for that. I was just like
$1,200 or 1,200 pennies.
No, they want $1,200.
Pesos?
No.
1,200 American dollars.
Yes.
Yep. Fucking Christ. I mean, that shit look cool, but it ain't that fucking cool.
It ain't.
Bro, nah. I saw that. I was like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I still want to try to. I'm hoping they again. Now I saw they did one for Texas. Fucking come to New York. I want them to release a New York spinner because I want to buy a spinner belt.
That'd be dope. Did you see the Attitude Era version 2 belt that they released?
I couldn't buy it when I was younger. I need a spinner belt now.
To me, it's the worst title that's ever.
A lot of people agree. I unfortunately am not one of those people. Yeah. I like the spinner belt. If I could, one of the belts for respect would be a spinner belt.
Oh Jesus! But you don't want to give me a plane ticket, and you want to make a fucking spinner belt. So I get how you feel about me.
See where his priorities now.
Yeah. Right around my birthday, and you want to make okay.
Word. Yo, did you see the Attitude Era version 2 belt?
Which one?
It's basically the version 2 of the Attitude Era. It's the same thing as this one, but the inside is like blue cloth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, yo, I'm not going to pay another $700 for the fucking title, but that's kind of dope.
No.
You know? I mean, these people act like we made out of money.
Yeah, bro.
Somebody, man, at the NXT show, this fool, like, speaking of Shawn Michaels, like, this dude was dressed exactly like DX Shawn Michaels with the red tights, hearts with the X's on each heart. 3 titles on this man. I'm just like,
Jesus Christ!
Damn, you know how much money that is?
No, for real.
This was going around video like Facebook. This one dude, he went to Mania, but just went basically for access, like just to be able to go to the fucking. And he had stayed at the cheapest like motel he could find in Vegas. Bought 3 replicas. Bought the Cena commemorative fucking special title. Bought the WrestleMania. I guess they had a commemorative like Vegas.
They
title,
always do. Yep.
And something else for like I think he spent like $2,800.
Did you see the video of the dude that spent $7,000 at the fucking?
Yes.
It was like this light was $600. This shit was $2,000. This shit was $700. This shit was. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm a lifelong fan. I can't spend that much money on something. Like, to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it with you straight. You sit there and be like, yo, this is a belt for $1,200. If it does not come with Stephanie McCoy with that shit around her waist, I'm not interested in it.
It's like if I'm buying a belt for that much, I better be able to defend it in a match.
I can't spend most of my rent on this shit.
Wait, I mean, we can always make that happen. Defend it at a match, right?
Oh,
on July 19th. I respect the craft. We're just gonna get you a replica belt. Like one from but one from like Toys R Us and stuff like that, because he's a little bit broke on this side. But as long as we get it for you, you're gonna have to defend it.
Word.
The price money don't mean a thing. Money ain't a thing, except for a replica belt.
Well, Ray money
got money because he's sending DJ a ticket to come to Respect on July 19th. At the Mecca in New Jersey.
I gotta pay for this show.
You're right. On the show that also includes the flight for DJ and his hotel stay and his his food over here as well. And the bitches.
And the yes, I'm coming all the way from the West
and
Coast.
And the bitches. You got to pay up to the
Word.
hoes. Wait, no. Say, like,
you already cockboxing with Stephanie.
Wait, what?
Toe knows, hoes and cocaine,
hookers
right?
and cocaine.
Wait,
Yeah.
Toe could
cocaine and hookers.
No, hookers and cocaine. That's what it is. Hookers and cocaine.
Yeah, you in Jersey, bro. I ain't got no pull in Jersey.
He got all the pull in Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, you setting shit up. You got your name got a lot of weight to it, right?
I don't know if it does anymore.
Your name got meaning to this business,
Stephanie
right?
called you didn't pick up.
You didn't pick, and then she wouldn't. That was it.
That was at her show.
She just waved me off right there.
Oh no, you said Tuesday.
So you saying she's not important to you? That's fucked up.
No, I forgot.
You know why she's calling?
I forgot. DJ said it was on Tuesday.
Yep. Look at you lying.
No,
why you always lying? Why you always lying?
I don't know what shows I was at. So we'll talk about that.
Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, she straight said, yeah, it went to voicemail. I can't bet you. So, and then she was out. At least I got to watch her walk
what's
away.
Messed up? Ray, hear me out. DJ didn't want to tell you this in person. But you also ruined my chances with Ricky Starks because DJ said, hey, listen, GG for the win. We're good friends with Ray Sanchez from Respect the Craft. And then Ricky Starks, he just like, I'm not talking to you. And then he just walked that way, the same direction where his hand just went into his face because he knew you and he was can't believe it.
What'd I do to Ricky?
That's what we want to know.
You tell us.
Damn.
Ruining my chances with Ricky Starks.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
Don't want nobody to be happy.
Nobody can be happy here, Ray.
Word.
Disturbing people's
You still ain't getting Sasha my number, and you fucking know people that know people that know people that know her.
That's right.
I do, but what
there ain't no butts there. The only butts that's there is hers.
Yeah.
And that's what we trying to see. We trying to get the butts in the seats, Ray. Not the butts in the excuses. But Mr. Loki, that NWO title right there, I bought it at Hogan's Beach Shop in Florida, $450. So your Universal title was expensive for $600.
Shit. I got the big gold and the Universal. I think my Universal was like $5 when I bought that.
I don't remember how much I gave Kenny for the IC title. I think it was like. I don't remember.
So Undisputed. Well, I got that at the LA Mania. I think that was $600.
Shit.
I think Kenny gave me that
places is more expensive than.
Definitely.
Because they get you in you're already emotional and here, just take my wallet and you give me back what you think I should have.
Yeah, yo, dude, the first time I went to the holiday tour show at WrestleMania at Madison Square Garden, they had the spinner title, $1,000.
Fuck, bro. That's why I never bought one because I was like, I'm not paying a fucking $1,000. Now I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to pay $1,000 for this belt.
Bro, you know what you gotta get it when it's on sale, bro.
Bro, but they don't put it up. Like for me, you
gotta find like other spots that
the NXT title I bought my brother
price
was like $300.
Yeah.
With tax, I think it was like $380.
Yeah, bro. Any other one, I'll probably get like that for the spinner. If they come to Barclays, that's probably gonna be my best shot, and I know I'm gonna have to spend a fucking pretty penny on that shit because this is like he ain't coming back to wrestle.
You never know.
He'll be back.
You never know because
he'll be cutting multiple promos, letting us know that he's back.
Sorry, I'm still watching NXT. I'm sorry.
Why'd they fire this guy if they were just gonna bring back Chase U? That makes no sense.
Wait, they bring back Chase U?
They are.
Apparently.
Yeah.
There's a video
I just saw it. I don't mind Andre Chase. Right? Andre? No. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not bugging out. I know it's Chase, because obviously. It was always sometimes the first name is like whatever. But I mean, it's gonna be, a new class. I always liked that character anyway. So let's see where they go with it now. But yeah, it's just Hank and Tank.
Shout out
they won the titles.
They did that. That worked.
Yo, what's the difference between the Elite Series replica title and the regular? Like, why is this shit $1,500?
So the Elite is supposed to be as close as possible to what they actually use. So there's 3 tiers. The Elite is that it's like it's as close as the one that they're using. Like it's so best way to explain it, the title that they use for the road is that. And then they have the one that's for show. Like the one when they're out there every Monday or every Friday or at the pay-per-view.
So it has the Velcro?
Yeah. So it has and then then it's the basic version of it that one is still still nicer. It's the metal plates instead of anything else, and then the commemorative is the plastic. So it's like it still has a little weight to it, but the plates you can't change out the plates. You can't do anything to it. It's just
that shit is still $370 for the commemorative.
Yeah, which makes no fucking sense. You're paying for plastic. At this point,
they have that shit at fucking Target for like $150.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could get that, and it's the same thing basically. At that point, like get the one that they used to have at Toys R Us that was like $150. And there you go. Boom.
Like, don't get me wrong. If I had fucking money like that, like just fuck you money,
yeah,
I'd have had so many titles.
Bro, I said that the other day to someone. I'm like, I used to always want these. Now it's like, I don't want to buy any of that because now I got to buy real fucking titles. And those shits are pricey. So, shit. My budget for titles are at the price I said earlier for the fucking Travis Scott one. So
wave your cash from side to
Roberto, I don't know how old you are, but if you want to talk about the worst main event ever at WrestleMania, I think we're talking about WrestleMania 8. Sid versus Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have to take it. Yeah.
Oh, Sid.
This definitely wasn't the worst. Like, there's still, again, moments to it. Was it a bad for this weekend? Yeah. But was it the worst match we've ever seen at WrestleMania?
No.
Hell no. Like, come on.
It was close.
It's okay. It's okay, DJ.
You know what I don't understand? That John Cena keeps saying that he lost a step. He lost a step. I think he's full of shit. I think this is part of the story. You know why I say that?
Yeah.
Because how many people do we see that are twice his fucking age? Still in there putting on decent matches. Like, Batista was how old when he started wrestling? Like, even Diamond Dallas Page, The Undertaker, the last part, like, he didn't live up to his standards, but he still put on a good match. Like,
yeah,
dude,
but they also had the time to, like,
I hope this motherfucker really put this shit on bad on purpose.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. If
you lost a step and you like that, homeboy, you didn't lose the step. That shit was taken from you.
Yeah. Like,
you can't find that again. That was in the incinerator.
If him and Randy does not live up to where I'm thinking it's gonna be, I think we lost him. Like, at this point, that's it.
Well, listen, you know how I feel about that shit.
I know,
I'm just
but that's why I want this. I want to be right with this, so that way at least I can be like, there you go, Tell. See, he can wrestle.
I think with lost this, like, you gotta, from what my feeling with lost a step. Okay, It's not. It's like, you know, because we've seen this, like, say in other sports, you know, like somebody like how we started to see Usain Bolt start losing.
Yeah.
Right. You know, so kind of that kind of a thing. Like, you know, it's father time. When I remember watching the Cena match here in LA, like when he went against Austin Theory, I was like, Austin Theory's like 3 steps ahead of him. He was like, that's just that, like, so, you know, and again, it's father time. Like, so I think that's what he's trying to say, and it's real. And so, you know, so you had this match with Cody where this was a slow, like, again, he's doing headlock takeovers and, you know, stuff like, because he knows the crowd doesn't want to see that, like, that's in the story.
Yeah.
But so it wasn't a very, he didn't allow for the pace to ever pick up in this match. And he's probably right. He's probably like, yeah, I can't do a match like that anymore. It's got to be something like this. I gotta bring it into the trenches.
Yeah,
you know, Hogan
do these matches.
Some decent matches with these people at his age. You know, what the second one with the WWE, like this is what's hard for me to believe, like, because I'm like, yo, bro, I know I've always said that he was garbage.
Yeah,
but fuck, man, bro.
Like Hogan's matches weren't that like, so everybody else was going fast around Hogan. So you're having a memory of Hogan, but these people were running around him, and they're running into him.
I get that, but when Hogan's wrestling the Undertaker with the Undisputed title on the line, it seemed like a legitimate match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Hogan's wrestling Triple H. It seemed like yeah. But I mean, speed is all like how you interpret, like, because he's not wrestling Rey Mysterio, but when he wrestled Shawn Michaels, even though Shawn Michaels fucking oversold him, it still kind of looked like Hogan was strong enough to do that to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
You know, so it like this was just like what me and Ray said earlier. It was like, yo, bro, let's go home. And the match just started, and Cody's like, yo, bro, we got another 45 minutes. No, I gotta take a piss. Like, my libido ain't the same. I'm gonna F you 5, one more, you know, hey, one more time. Let's go home. Nah, we can't. Travis Scott gonna come up. Fuck him. Let's go home. Another A. Like, you ain't getting it, are you? We cannot go home right now.
Like Warrior. You sound like Warrior WrestleMania 6. Dude, I ran down the aisle. We need to go. No, dude, come on. You'll catch your breath again. We're gonna do these power tests, and then that'll help you.
Where it is. Sit here for 20 minutes, real quick. You know, get your shit together. I give you 5 minutes. Let me walk around the ring. But real quick, Roberto said from WrestleMania 1 to 19 weren't supposed to be taken serious. To be honest with you, Roberto, WrestleMania 1 was the one that started all. Like, if that failed, there is no WWE.
I mean,
WrestleMania 3
1 to 19 weren't supposed to be.
Bro, WrestleMania 3 was like the fucking catalyst for everything. That was the real what made WrestleMania huge.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 5, Hogan, the Mega Powers. WrestleMania 6 with Ultimate Warrior and Hogan. Dude, to be honest with you, 1 through 7 were like huge for wrestling, and then after
the foundation,
9 made it a spectacle. 10 made it like, this is where you go to show the best in the world. 11 was and 12 picked it up back up. Like, all right, this is the spectacle, but it's also the best show in the world.
Because 12 was starting that era that we're almost there. We're getting.
Yeah, we're looking for something.
Yeah. Like, so and then again, 13 Austin. you have Austin Brett. You go from there where it's like, again, 14 we're starting to really see fucking the Austin era there. Like, I don't know, Roberto. I don't know how you weren't supposed to take 1 to 19. By 19, how?
Really, I was gonna ask, like, so not, no, I'm not trying to come at you or anything. How old are you? Is basically is what I have to ask.
Yeah.
For that to say that, because that tells me you're probably kind of young, and then so you're trying to look back at something and you're trying to put it to the standard that we have now.
1 to 9.
Well,
okay, that makes a little more sense, but still, those were.
1 to 9. Okay, no, yeah, I get you. All right,
cool. I was going to say, damn, 1 to 19.
Because even like if you remember the Attitude Era correctly, it was a lot of gimmicks in there, but there was a lot of real life shit going on.
Very
because
much so.
It's like, dude, the Nation of Domination was the fucking the Black Panther,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Then you had the Hell's Angels.
Yep.
You had the the Attitude Era was the most diverse wrestling has ever been.
33. Okay.
And everyone made their moments count in the Attitude Era. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know you don't take it serious, like 2020 hindsight, but when you're in it, no, it's like, bro, nah.
No,
like,
really.
This is some real,
like, especially like WrestleMania 1. So I guess I'm old enough. Like, so shit stopped. Like, people like that from that Saturday Night Live when Hogan was there with Mr. T to the next night at WrestleMania. This is what everybody, like, the whole world was like, okay, what is going to happen? Okay, so yes, like no, it was taken seriously. Like this is you're it's one of those you had to be there, I guess. But no, trust me when I say it was taken seriously. Like
no, it's a reason why you bring all that up. Like if it wasn't supposed, we're not supposed to take it seriously, you wouldn't see replays of all that throughout the years. That it's like there's a lot of moments where we still talk about fucking Hogan slamming Andre. We talk about the tag match. We talk about him and fucking Zeus. Bringing that up. Fucking, like there's so much in there that's like, how do we not bring this up? How do we not talk about everything that we've had to, like, there's certain things we have to wipe out because of certain situations, like that WrestleMania 20 main event. I wonder what happened at that one. But it's
how Michaels finally beat Triple H.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. That's down the middle. Stevie Richards was there for some reason. I don't know what he was doing. Yeah. He was there. Like that's how it goes. That's like there's still moments that's like this we got to pick out. This we got to pick out. This sets this up. This makes us like there's so much like that, you know.
Yeah, Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle was more ruthless aggression era. But I know what you're saying, though. It's to be honest with you, the Attitude Era was kind of like WrestleMania 1 all over again, because after they went to that PG era or the new younger talent shit, and they had fucking Minotaur and Iceberg and fucking all like Duke the Dumpster Grossi and Adam Bomb and all these people. It kind of made it for kids, and all the adults left, and it's like the Attitude Era is what bring the fans back and made it profitable. That's why the Attitude Era is so important, because without the Attitude Era, without the NWO and DX and Sting and The Rock and Nation Domination, no one's watching wrestling today. It's so important that when The Rock steps back in the ring, the WWE gets almost twice his fucking viewership.
Man, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, no, it would be like, what's that? Not Glow, but what's the women's show that comes on like late wrestling. Saturday night now?
What's that?
Wow,
that what?
That's where we would be if we kept going down the new generation. that's where we would be.
Wow,
yeah. 1 o'clock in the morning on MSG.
Yeah, and then you see like a guy that's a meter maid and going against a airline pilot and
and be like, yo, I thought this shit was on. It's like, yeah, every third Wednesday we put the WWE on. Because the dog show takes precedence.
Right. Man,
they wouldn't be signing for $10 billion.
Used to infuriate me with that.
I never understood how. And this week we're gonna miss it because of the dog.
You know who's the expert in the dog show?
Oh,
Show himself.
Oh,
there he is.
Well,
John Cena's the new champ. John Cena's the new champ, baby.
Here he comes.
Hey.
We already talked about that. We're moved forward already. We're moved forward.
Yeah.
It's okay. Show wants to give us 2 cents. What you think, Show? What's going on?
Go ahead, Show. What
else? Definitely should have won the WWE. Definitely should have won the title on Monday.
It would have been better for you on Monday.
What you said about Monday?
Stephanie before should have won the women's title.
So you want to know what's the funniest thing is that we all kind of saw it was going to not happen. Why? It was going to be a fuck finish because they don't want. One, they didn't want Stephanie to take the L, and they did not want Io Sky to take the L. So if it was a challenger and champion, one of them would have taken the L for sure. But being that they're both champions and everything like that, it was going to be a fuck finish. And it's good that they got this fuck finish, and the reasoning why I say that is because now we are introducing Stephanie Racour to the main roster, giving more eyes on the product, right? More eyes on this particular person, but not only her, but on Roxanne Perez and on Julia. Yeah. So Netflix is everywhere. That's worldwide. The CW is not worldwide. The CW ain't worldwide.
Not anymore.
I can't even fucking get them. on a Tuesday because I don't got cable. I tried doing the antenna. The antenna said, ha ha. They gave me the Mickey Mouse laugh. Ha ha. I don't think so. All right? That's what they did to me. And now I got to fucking wait until Wednesdays to catch this or Thursdays where I'm currently at right now, watching it. You know, this gave all three of those women a larger, broader platform to showcase their names, mainly their names, but also Stephanie Record's skills to show you La Primera can be main roster ready when you want her to be. But you have to have other players that are currently in her playing field to go ahead and elevate her along with the other women to help they all elevate each other while they all come up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you can see they're high on her quick because giving her that match with EO, and she got a lot in that match. Like, this wasn't just, hey, do boom, boom, and then we take it home. Like, no.
That match was better than Cody Rhodes and John Cena with the fuck finish.
Yep.
Like, that was a nice showcase. Even with the fuck finish that we knew was going to happen because you're not going to have EO beat the NXT Women's Champion.
And they're not going to have Stephanie Record beat the WWE Champion.
Yeah. So it's like, that was the best way to do it.
How does that work? How did that work for Joe Hendry? Because he's a champ too, and he got smashed.
He is the TNA World Champion.
He is the TNA World Champion, and Randy Orton was. As I stated before that you were not here, I'll say it again. Randy Orton went ahead and picked Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Also, he gave him his respect. Like, even in the moment of hitting that second RKO, like it was that passing the torch. Like,
Stone Cold did the same stuff to everybody. So what are we talking about? Like, stop trying to. Everybody wants to look for the little things to try to thinking this is a bury somebody moment. No, he definitely not.
It wasn't a bury moment. It's actually
it wasn't. He boosted him up.
Yeah, the best way to compare it. Let's go back to, like, was it 2003? Taker versus Jeff Hardy in the ladder match. Taker killed Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, he did. Man. He gave everybody props right after.
He sure did. Yeah.
By the end of it, Taker gives him his respect. Yep. And then we see, Jeff Hardy can be a singles guy and still, like, he'll be okay. And that was the same with Joe Hendry. That's like, hey, you got the approval of Randy Orton. We already know that Cena match is coming. So there you go. You get Randy.
I agree with you. I was just saying I thought Stephanie McCool could have did the same thing. You could lose and
first up, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now.
Diamond Championship Wrestling has signed their newest.
Has never been able to wrestle.
Ever.
I hated that bitch.
Never.
Stephanie McCool.
Who's Stephanie McCool?
She can't wrestle for shit.
Apparently, Stephanie McCool can wrestle.
Why she get signed to Diamond Championship Wrestling right now? That's crazy.
Because she's a manager at best, but she can't wrestle for shit. Like, you remember that match she had with fucking Bailey Monroe? It was WrestleMania 87. It was a fucking go home match, and everybody went home except for them.
There's still, rumor has it that match is still going on up to this moment.
Yeah.
not one falsy.
Yep.
Just
they had Super Bowl games during the match and everything.
Yep.
Every time they see each other, it's on site.
It's on site.
Yep. That's right.
Going. But Stephanie McCool.
Stephanie McCool.
Jesus.
This is my job.
We talking about the show. We talking about the Chilean. We talking about the Chilean with the booty.
Yeah, La Primera.
The one. Yeah. She's the first one, but can you at least give her a Spanish name?
What's her name?
Stephanie McCool. She looks Bacor V.
McCool?
V with a V.
Puñeta. Vacor.
You make it sound like she's a assistant principal for an elementary school upstate somewhere.
Stephanie McCool. She looked like one. She was dressed in all black.
He could be my assistant principal. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But
I would finally go to school for that.
Another beat with
right? Yeah. You feel me?
Y'all niggas
My
will get in
principal
trouble
look
just
like
for
that.
the
That's
fuck of it.
crazy.
You're getting sent to the assistant principal's office. Yes.
You damn right.
Yeah. Been
What
trying
you
all
for
week.
now? I call my teacher a bitch again.
All you have to do, like, for reference, what was it exactly that you sent me there for? No. So I can get sent there again tomorrow. That's all I want to know.
Word.
That's it.
Appreciate
I don't think you want me
That's
to
how you
smack
guys
your belly,
be
do you?
acting right now. Like, I just want to know.
Yep.
Clarify. Cool.
Word.
I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself tomorrow.
Word.
Let's see how we go with that.
Word.
Superintendent.
You not knowing what 2 plus 2 is equal, bitch.
Assistant principal. Let's.
Yeah.
Is that good? I call you a slut.
That's the only.
Is that good?
That's the only
You're
person
gonna get sent to
that's
assistant
getting through to
principal's
me.
Slut.
Word.
Like it's got to be
I
worse.
feel like
to be
that's
able
a
to
safe
target what
place.
you do.
You take it too far. You know, you get there's what you want to call it? There's tiers to this. So you want to make sure you hit the right tier, so you guys can go sent to the assistant principal's office.
Yeah, because like, you got to pass the D.
go to the
Remember,
principal.
this is what Gigi used to do. Was get
Oh shit! I
beat
can't hear
people
you.
down and get sent to the office.
Yeah, when she was bullying people.
Yo, that's crazy. Wait, what happened with Gigi?
Uh-oh.
She's shocked right now.
What just happened?
No, she can't hear us.
Another doppelganger.
Oh shit.
There it is. John Cena's out of the game.
Stephanie
Yeah,
McCoy hit her up saying, "You tell him to come see me."
Word.
Nope.
Tell him to say my name
They
right.
want you to talk to her right now.
But yeah,
Damn,
that was
Ray.
my question.
do?
Why wasn't EO supposed? Say that again. My bad.
No, go ahead, finish.
Nah, why wasn't EO
No, finish. I
able
was just making
able to defeat her, but also put her over at the same time?
So it was one of those where you can't right now because she's on this hot streak that she's on. She is the NXT Women's Champion. Like they're protecting that. There's still a thing that you have to protect. Yes, there is a way to still be protected in loss. Doing this though, when the first time she showcased on Raw, it's kind of hard to do that. So they had to do something like this where it's like fans still go home happy. You have the moment with Rhea, Stephanie, and EO looking strong. It's the best way to do it. Randy still made Joe Hendry look strong because again, he gives him the props at the end. Like,
and also, there was 2 storylines they told during that match.
Yeah.
The NXT storyline and Rhea going, "I still want this title."
Gotcha.
Gigi, can you hear?
That's why I asked, because it's a
And they
good
shooting on
podcast
Gigi's
question.
block.
You have to break it down for me.
I guess not.
There you go.
Can you hear us?
Yes. I don't know what happened. I have no idea how my default speaker apparently just I don't
Fucking
know.
Steve, man.
Probably Steve. Steve is fucking up my shit.
It was Stephanie McCool.
It was. You know
That
what?
fucking bitch.
She probably has a man in tech.
Yep. That fucking
They're
bitch.
gonna say my name right. Fuck that.
That will still get you sent to the assistant principal's office, so therefore you're still good.
There we go. Gotta make sure you're there. Can't go past that. Gotta be assistant principal. Gotta be worse that they don't send you to the deans, but can't go too far because that's like nope, straight to the principal. That's
Yeah.
Shit.
Again, there's levels and tiers to this.
I ain't want to see your ugly ass.
Show.
Where your assistant?
Are you with us?
Yep.
No. Yo.
I'm going in and out.
Are you with us again?
Nope.
Blink if you are with us.
I think
he probably is blinking.
Stephanie McCool got to him.
Bro, that's the second
Bro,
time
we
that
got
happened,
double
bro.
shows
You
here.
talking to me, I see you, I hear you, but you asking me if I can hear you. I'm like, what?
See?
I was here the whole time.
See?
Not according to my. Now there's 2 of you.
Yeah.
Now there's 1 of you.
That was like, what? You asked me, yo, can
Oh
you
my
hear me?
god.
Like, what?
Stop. Wait, were we talking to show, but we weren't talking to show?
Nah, I wasn't
We
really
was talking
here.
to
I
no
just
show.
got
Did
here.
we
Who's
end up
saying?
doing that thing again? Where you guys were telling
it
me
was-
that show was here, and I was like, no, he's not.
Yeah, it was show spirit.
Yep, basically.
I haven't
My
had enough
spirit got here
alcohol for
first than me? I just got
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of your spirit, what did you think of WrestleMania?
It's not a good sign that I feel like I got to rewatch it to really judge it, to make sure that I'm not seeing what I really saw, because it felt kind of lackluster. So I got to rewatch it to see what the fuck I'm missing. Like, yo, this is the biggest wrestling show of the year. What did I miss? There has to be. Where's the famous people? There was nobody, no Shaq, no nothing. Where were the people at?
Wait a second.
No. This was a regular wrestling show.
Joe,
with a nice stage. I'm tripping, maybe.
Joe, if that's one of your like, we're missing famous people. Rewatch WrestleMania.
Hey, but you know what? People watch it for that.
No, I'm just saying, like, if that's the this is why Triple H said, enjoy the show. Because if we're gonna pick, where were the celebrities in the crowd? There was a few. They just couldn't afford the prices, I guess, this year either.
So, I will
Cleopatra and Caesar came in WrestleMania 9. You telling me you can't get fucking Patrick Swayze to show up 41?
Damn.
If Patrick Swayze showed
nobody
up,
puts baby in the corner.
If Patrick Swayze showed up, CGI as a bed.
The whole stadium running out.
I'm so sad. I'm gonna go make a pot.
Like he is legit. He's no longer playing the role of a ghost. He is now the ghost.
I'd be like, that's it. I'm not drinking any
Somebody
more
go get
alcohol.
me Whoopi Goldberg so I can channel Patrick Swayze here.
The whole WrestleMania ran out.
We're the righteous
My Hollywood crush of life right there is Patrick Swayze. I would say
as much money as I pay, if I paid that much money for the tickets, I'm staying there with the ghost of Patrick Swayze. Like,
fuck that.
Shit
was worth it.
Watching this together.
Now you see this shit?
Word.
You had the time of your life, didn't you? No, I bet you didn't.
I'm going to concessions. You want some popcorn, brother?
Yo, word. You want a drink? I'll give you a beer.
Don't possess Whoopi Goldberg no more.
I will say this. Aside from the wrestling and the matches and everything, what pro and con? Pro. The stage that they set up was beautiful. And it was really cool and dope to see the fans to actually sit on the stage.
That was dope. Yeah.
That was cool. What the con of that was, we didn't really get the spectacular entrances that we would normally get at other WrestleManias.
Yep, that's another.
There was a lot of, like, not for nothing, Io Sky is my champion. Io Sky should have had a better entrance than Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Seriously. Because it doesn't. It's
Japanese
something
shit.
that
bring out the dragons
with her heritage and who she is as a genius in the sky. Okay, aerobatic, something, right?
Drop it from the sky. Fuck that.
I hate to say it, she's a wrestler that does flippy shit. Okay, if Bianca Belair had a bigger entrance as an opponent than the champion. I feel as if you are the champion, you need to have one of the biggest entrances.
I feel like that was the failing part of the whole night, like both nights. Like pyro was barely used. I was like, I made the joke. I was like, oh, they're saving it for Cody as usual. And then even Cody barely had pyro. I'm like,
I wonder if there's something with their stadium. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Like maybe I wonder if there's something in their stadium that they didn't want. This is as much pyro as you can do.
It has to be something because it's like for them not to go all out this year was weird. Like because that's entrances we never have to worry about because usually entrances it's like they go all out from special gear, special fucking and like pyro, live bands. Like at one point, even during Damien's, they had to tell the guy, "Hey, don't touch the mic." Like if you catch it on camera, like they couldn't move where the mic was when he was playing Damien out. So it's like something was off with entrances.
That's why that looked weird.
Yeah, it looked hella fucking weird. Like I don't know what it was.
Weird. And then
they gave them like I guess restrictions.
And then with Cody Rhodes, can we just kind of chuckle at the fact that my guy had the American Nightmare Iron Man mask.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I like that shit up.
That was cool. I was like,
that made me chuckle on the inside because I was like, oh, I always enjoy Cody Rhodes coming out in the American Nightmare mask. I think it's I think it's pretty it's dope. I would love. Listen, you leave it to me. Put that a character with that particular mask in WWE 2K25, and I will play with that.
We need that in 2K.
You know, that would be able to as hell. But the fact that shit just opened up, and then he just all you see is just like his pearly white teeth. I'm just cracking up. I'm like, Cody, just be a little bit more serious. I know you're excited, but just be a little bit more serious. Just for just one pose, and then when you take it off, then you can be all smiles. You know what I mean? Just.
I'm glad Cody did that because Cody did what you're supposed to. Even you knowing you're losing, still make the entrance. Because there's so many guys now that it's just like, oh, you could tell they know they're losing.
They're about to lose.
Yep. This demeanor is completely different. That's like
I could tell when Charlotte Flair is about to lose.
Yeah,
every time I could.
Dude, we spoke about this. We knew that Bianca and Naomi were going to lose because look how sad Naomi got.
Yep. Her face told the whole story. LA Knight, you could tell he was.
Oh, yeah, no, he was tight.
LA Knight. Come on.
Yeah. Yo, but even his entrance was trash. Like, he's just going to pull up. Like, how many times have we seen people pull up in a car?
He wasn't even driving.
No, he wasn't even. That was like, yo, damn, we can't even act like he drove the car.
A scrub is the guy can't get no. Hanging from the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to win a belt. No.
Yo, Ray. Was Monday Night Raw in the same place?
I should say.
What happened, show?
Was Monday Night Raw in the same place?
It was in Vegas, but it wasn't same arena.
They weren't able to secure that spot for 3 nights in a row, just 2.
No, I don't think they would.
You can't fill up that stadium.
They didn't want to. Yeah, I know.
I don't see Raw selling 60,000 tickets.
I was asking because pyro.
If it was a Raw, we have to.
Well, arenas are used to it.
Yeah, for John Cena.
But that's what I'm saying. That's like usually they're good to go. Like they're never like sliding on the entrances. Mania, I don't know what it was. I don't know if, again, something with the stadium possibly.
I don't know whether it's a combination of whatever regulations that the actual stadium has itself, and or them having the fans on the actual stage this time.
I think
there might be something to that.
I feel like with the pyro, maybe it was probably because the fans are there. And some of the pyro that went off, it looked as if it was close to them. I mean, we know it's not, but imagine all that boom, boom, boom. While you said we've all been to wrestling shows where the pyro went off, and we were like, "Fuck, that's loud."
But if I'm paying $30,000 to sit there, you better hit me with some pyro.
Hit me with something. Hit me with the ATV at least.
So it was like I want to feel one of my little hairs on my arms go.
Word. I better be in that Goldberg flicking shit, smoking, breathing smoke and shit.
That's
so it's like, give me a fucking sparkler. I'll be part of the pyro.
Word. Hell yeah, Goldberg should have been the one wrestle Orton. Orton was afraid.
You got a nice entrance view, but you don't get to see the match. That's a bleacher chair.
Yo, they actually had a video of a dude sitting all the way at the top, watching it on the fucking Peacock app because you can't see shit. Like, and the girl's like recording him and starts laughing, and then shows the ring, and the ring is like that fucking small.
Bink.
Damn.
And that was what, like $500 those tickets. Imagine that. At that point, it's like it ain't worth it just to say I was there.
Yeah, no,
no, seriously.
It depends on the feeling, bro. I went to a Yankee playoff game. It was the best game I've ever been to.
Whoa.
And I was in the
Yankee playoff. Dude, you can sit across the street from Yankee Stadium and still be closer than that motherfucker.
Yo, I hate this nigga, but I don't see any fucking lies there.
You right. Let me shut up.
Watching it on the Peacock.
What
was up with the?
Like,
they didn't have the
disrespect the Yankees like that ever again. What's wrong with you?
You know what's crazy?
You noticed that the Titantron was behind. My bad.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm delayed. Yo, the crazy thing is I rarely see them use those Jumbotrons when I go to when I go in person. I think they purposely don't turn it on so you won't be able to watch, so you could pay for a better ticket. I only seen that in AEW when we went to Arthur Ashe. I think they had it in the Jumbotron, but I don't remember seeing them. Yeah.
Yeah, they had the shit in the corners.
Yeah. I've never seen that in WWE. You had to sit like this
if you was gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because WWE, the Titantron doesn't show it, but like the ones on the top shows it. They had one huge thing like across from the hard can that you can see. That shit had to be about 3 or 4 second delay.
Damn.
Yeah.
You see them jump off the top rope, and then on the Tron you see them jump off the top rope, and you're like, what the fuck? What was they showing a replay of this shit? Yeah. But when they start going overseas to Saudi for Mania, that's when you go like, yo, $25,000 for the flight, $30,000 for the ticket, and if you want to enter the stadium, you need a blood test, urine sample,
bro,
$500 deposit.
Don't forget hair sample too.
Word.
They're starting it at the Rumble, bro.
Okay, don't use your beer hair. It's okay. They use their hair on your back if they need to.
Was the Prince at WrestleMania?
I got some.
Priest and Damian. I was gonna say Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
No, the Prince.
Unless he's talking about the
Dubai.
Prince.
I saw somebody.
Prince. I'm sorry, I heard Priest.
Probably.
No, there was something that was there. I think the dude who owns the stadium or some shit that was there.
Yeah, some.
And he was sitting there going, "Why am I not sitting on a camel? Or like, I'm not sitting on a human leather seat."
That guy.
He's like, you sitting me here with these broke people. Yeah.
All right, so before
it looked like he was enjoying it.
I was gonna say before we
he wanted Yokozuna to be there.
So I was gonna say, do you guys want to rate WrestleMania all together as 2 shows like together, or do you want to rate them based on night 1 and then night 2? From a scale from 1 to 5. Make it life easier.
Might be fair, both nights.
Might be an awesome.
And we also should pick the best match of the night. I haven't heard y'all say anything about that.
Well, I mean, I guess because
you weren't here for most of the show.
We talked about it on Monday as well. Well, some of us. I'm sorry. Me too, and Ray talked about it on Monday.
I was like, it's funny. She was like, I haven't heard y'all show. You weren't here.
Show came 15 minutes ago, so of course he didn't hear anything we said about it.
Wait a minute, I was here Monday.
You would have heard it. Joe, what you got to do is, like everyone else, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Exactly.
Watch the replay of this before you watch the Toe in the Show with Ray and Gigi show that will be ending our week. So, there you go, show. So you can hear everything we said about all the matches and all that.
Yep.
See, I'm giving you space to promote, guys. Come on.
That's what
so what's the rating? What's the rating? I'm sorry.
So we're combining both nights for the rating?
I gotta go 1 through 10 though. I don't.
Yeah,
want to go 1 through 10?
Yeah.
All right, 1 through 10. Let's go with night 1. 1 through 10. DJ, what do you got?
Oh man. Well, just from the
from night 1. From night 1.
Yeah. So just from our opening match of night 1, I gotta go with 7.
Okay.
And look at this asshole leaving. Unbelievable.
All right. See, he's not even gonna know our ratings. For night 1, I give it a 7.5.
So
it's weird because I don't. I'm gonna give it a 6.
No.
Show.
Ray,
I know you said you got to rewatch it to actually judge it, but what is your rating?
DJ gave it a 7. I was here. I don't know what's wrong with this shit. Anyways, I'll give it a day one.
What did Ray give it?
What did I give it if you were here?
That one I didn't hear. I had to restart. I know Toe gave it a 6.
Okay.
I was here.
I don't know how I caught those two, but I didn't catch yours.
He had to restart when it came to you. He was like, "Oh, Ray's talking." Refresh.
I mean,
yep, that's what he turns it off. He's like, "Fuck Ray." That's crazy.
There goes an interesting count with Tiffany and Charlotte was like Brett and Sean in the back.
Mr. Loki, we're gonna need a little more explanation on that one.
Hey. I don't know, Mr. Loki. I don't know what WrestleMania match we're watching.
I think you were caught up in Tiffany's outfit.
Yeah, I mean,
I know that Charlotte's little bedazzled thing was caught up in Tiffany's teeth.
Gigi, what you giving night one?
Man, I'm gonna have to give it. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you guys. I'm gonna have to. With DJ, at least I'm gonna have to give it a solid 7.
Okay.
I was gonna give it an 8, but really thinking about the fact of a lot of things. You know what? I changed that. I want to give it an 8 because that triple threat match as the ending as the final match of night 1 was just beautifully put. And you know, we did get the hype of Jey Uso, but the tap out was way too quick, and it was also just a small bit of lack of entrances that could have been a lot better. But I'm still gonna give it an 8 because I do feel like, in my opinion, was the better night of the two, and I already know what I'm gonna give night 2 a rating. But my match for that is indeed the triple threat match. That was my match of the night. It just told a beautiful story from beginning to end. It was great.
Yeah.
I love Jey Uso, but that ending just fucking it. I would have picked Jey Uso and Gunther as my match of the night had that ending not have been the way it did. Like, it was just way too. Gunther being that big should have not tapped that fast. My man should have struggled a little bit. You a big dude. You just go, not even like, oh, bro, you didn't put up a fight. You didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Put up a fight and then tap. That I would have felt like it would have been a little bit more believable. Let Jey Uso be like, really hold that shit in. You know what I mean? The way that Pat McAfee took that from Gunther. Like that type of shit. I'm going to give it an 8, though. I'm still going to give it an 8. Because I still like it.
Night 1 and 2?
Night 1. Night 2, a 6.5.
Okay.
And my match for that one of the night is the women's, as they start off spectacular. And they did say that my 2 expectations of matches of the night were going to be the 2 triple threat matches between the men and then the women. And in my opinion, those were the best matches. So I enjoyed it.
I can see that.
Yep.
What do you guys give up for night 2?
I gave it a 6. This again, like that ending just really brought it down for me. Like it just really and it's not even that John Cena won. It was just the match was just flat.
Yeah,
and I know that they're trying to play an angle on that, but there's a way to do that to still make it to where I'm emotionally involved in the match, and they didn't do that at all. So it's fault to me. It's all falling flat, in my opinion. Like it's just, I can care less. Like just like so now it's making it go. Hurry up and get him out of here. For me, Okay, hurry up and get him out of here because this is now you're boring me. It's one thing to be the John Cena with all the Fruity Pebble colors, and at least I was entertained. Now it's like, okay, hurry up and get him out.
What's he gonna do now?
Yeah. So, And then, like I said, like even going back to one, like nights 1 and 2 is just, I mean, we had the wrong tag team title match at WrestleMania. Like that, the Viking Raiders versus New Day should have been on either SmackDown or Raw, and then they should have bought that tag team title match that we saw with the Profits should have been at WrestleMania. Yeah. I mean, so I think I think it should be a thing that the Andre the Giant Battle Royal should be on one of the fucking nights of WrestleMania. Like that should just be that. That's one of the spots, and that's it. Like don't matter. So
we got 4 hours of kickoff between the 2 nights. We can fit 2 more matches.
Right. Yeah. Okay. It should just be one of the spots. It's not negotiable. It's on one of the nights, and there's not like boom.
Yeah.
Right around it. Okay.
Yeah, not for nothing. You can make the fucking Andre the Giant Battle Royal right before the main event to cool people off.
Sure.
Yeah.
You sure
absolutely.
Could. Yep. You sure could.
Yeah, I give night 2 a 6 also. Mm-hmm. Just because, to be honest with you, I can't tell which night was better. Mm-hmm. But it's like the triple threat match and Dominic winning the Intercontinental title kind of like held night 2 together for me.
Man.
Dom.
No,
we forgot about Dirty Dom for a second.
I didn't.
Well, like in our conversations about tonight.
Yeah. No, I'm so happy for him. I'm just really happy for him.
Seeing a genuine reaction there, it was like this works, and seeing them have.
Who told him to run back? I'm sorry.
The cameraman did.
The cameraman.
Okay.
The cameraman. You could tell there's one video that's like the nice loop angle, and you just see him like they're telling him to go back, like, and he's counting it down, like go enjoy the moment, because the crowd is reacting that way that it's like you have to. And again, if they want to right now, they could have turned Dom baby. Like, she would have been baby face with no problem.
Yep.
I think they're going to turn the whole Judgment Day baby.
If they do, Finn has to get out.
I'm about to say kick Finn out.
No, Finn has to get out.
Like, well,
I mean,
you know where I put
Finn already trying to be a little.
Yeah, little by little, it's gonna be the turn.
He's being a little bitch right now. He's like trying to do things maliciously to trying to help him, but he's not helping.
Yeah. Because of that, because of the 4-way,
fun to watch that happen. And now that JD McDonough's back, that's gonna be fun.
Word. What you got, Ray?
I was gonna say, because of those two, and I feel like night 2 was stronger outside of the main. It was the stronger card of the two. I'm giving night 2 an 8. I'm giving that the stronger of the weekend. Because night 1, it was like it started off questionable. The main definitely saves night 1. But there was a lot of matches that was just like, this didn't feel like Mania.
But you know what fucked up night 1 for me? The tap out and then the tag team match right after.
Yeah, it went like, so night 2, and night 2 had that, the street fight was good for me. That street fight worked night 2. That's like, you know what? This just, it kept building.
The Claymore kick that ended the match, I think, was the high moment for me. In that match.
I can see that.
As I keep telling Ray, for me, Drew McIntyre is just too slow in that ring. And him doing that Claymore to Damian Priest on the chair was like, this is where I want you. This is where you live. Stop listening to fucking Triple H go slower. You are, let's be honest, he's a huge fucking guy that can move.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you?
Right.
Why wouldn't you? That's what made Brock Lesnar so fucking viewable.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 350-pound man flying in the fucking ring. Show me that shit all day. At least when the Undertaker moved, he was dead. That's why he moved so slow. That's my beef with that match. It's just it's not only Drew, because, you know, there was some things that just was like, all right, this. I kind of get cold to shit like that with AEW.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You see all that shit in AEW, and then you see them try to do it, and it's like, okay, there's no one that can go through a table and get hurt. Like, just putting it out there. Back in the day, you went through a table, that was the end of the match. Now, it's like spitting in someone's face. It doesn't hurt you, it just pisses you off.
Not if Braun Breaker does it.
Well, that's Carlito. Carlito's not allowed to live.
Apparently. They could keep killing my papi off over here. Stop killing my niggas
Triple
off.
I, not Puerto Rico.
My guy, he's just like trying to save his island by just being here in WWE. Niggas trying to kill him. Can he not take any more spears? Thanks.
Mateo be going out there getting jacked up.
Wow.
Yo, show, before you kick yourself off the show again, what was your rating for 1 and what's your rating for night 2?
1,
I don't remember.
I'm going to give 1 a 6. A couple of things were off for me. Like I told you, I don't like how Jay, I like that Jay won. I don't know if it was Walter selling, but he sucked. Like, how did you tap out so quickly? There was no storytelling. Yeah. The arm was hurt. What was wrong with you? Like, you could have fainted or something.
Yeah.
So it was a couple of things that were a little off. So I'll give it a 6. Night 2, I'll give it a 5. I think 1 was better than 2.
Okay.
But I think this WrestleMania was a little off. But go ahead. My bad.
No. I was saying it also in the chat. But yo, not for nothing, Jade and Naomi, I'm gonna give Naomi a lot more credit than I've been giving her, because it felt like Naomi went up to Jade and said, all that shit that you want to do, let's do it. Because Jade is picking her up, throwing her around, catching her, and it was almost like Naomi was like, nah, I'm good. We can make it work.
Yeah, there was even a moment though, like, and it's not to nitpick, but it almost looked like Jade almost missed her, and then Naomi had to pick herself up and or jump in a way where Jade can hold her.
Yeah. You talking about that top rope spot?
Yeah. I think that's what it was, where she tried to do a crossbody, and then like her Naomi's footing landed already on the mat. Like, she caught her, but she caught her footing, and Naomi kind of jumped herself up in a way so that way Jade can hold her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
she did a veteran move. Let me find out
she is a vet. That's the thing. She's a vet. She's been doing this.
Where did she go when she quit?
TNA.
Who?
TNA.
TNA.
Yeah, TNA.
But who you asking where did they go if they quit?
No, he was asking where did she go when she quit.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to know what she was getting better.
Seeing Naomi in TNA made me appreciate her more than when she was in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
They let her be.
Word. So what we accomplished today was that finally Ray said that John Cena sucks.
Finally.
I didn't say that, but
he said that he's the worst champion.
And we have confirmation that Pops, God rest his soul, was a Cody Rhodes fan. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Joe, you missed it, but the story was, my Pops in rehab, and my aunt works there, so she's recording my Pops doing physical therapy, and the physical therapist DJ is playing Cody Rhodes' song. And in order to get my Pops to lift his hands up, he plays Cody Rhodes' song. And when it gets to the whoa, my Pops does it. So every time my Pops sees Cody Rhodes, because we watch wrestling in his room, whoa, he picks his arm up and do the whoa.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
So, yeah. So
Cody,
I got a fucking
Cody
attachment
Rhodes.
to Cody fucking Rhodes. Yeah.
Cody.
Can't hate him no more.
I can. But I can do the spot.
Yo.
I can appreciate the spot.
Yo, I want to.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Always like, I appreciate what you did for everything for my Pops.
Yeah.
But man, on the most realest shit, go fuck yourself, Cody. All right, that's what he did.
Like, the hate continues. Like, nah.
I
love it. I'm here for it.
Hey, we gotta appreciate that Pop
right,
didn't
so
pick John Cena's song.
That would have only been with one hand, and
that's all.
We're working with two hands here.
Word.
Oh, shit.
Yo, they messed up, man. They could have played Roman Reigns, and he could have did the ooh,
Finn Balor.
Go back to that nurse and be like, you fucked up. You should put your Roman, but you know what? Whatever. Thank you.
Could have put the ones up.
Fucked it up. Word. Put the ones up. Put the other one up. And then you would have been like doing the fandango all of a sudden.
Oh, jeez.
Yo, Ray, what else do we got for the rest of the week, bro?
We last up is the Toe and the Show. Toe, which day are we doing it?
Are we doing it tomorrow or are we doing Saturday?
Yeah, what's
let's see. Show, when are you available tomorrow for the Toe and the Show? Oh, hold on, wait.
Damn it.
This is an imposter.
There you go.
Show, we asked your imposter if you was available for the Toe and the Show tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm good.
Damn, none of the niggas is answering.
Okay.
But, like on time, or you gonna be there like today?
I do work tomorrow, so yeah, I'll be on time, but I might not be on camera.
So that's a no.
Okay. So what about Saturday? Same thing?
Saturday I work as well, but I got for a light day.
This man is working.
Word. So DJ, what do you prefer? Saturday, Sunday, or Friday?
I was just saying Friday or Saturday. Why are we adding
a
Sunday out? Sunday was not.
We can't do it Monday. Monday passed already.
So it looks like we'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. We'll see y'all here for the Toe and the Show with Ray and Gigi show. Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see.
Oh, you just told the imposter. Imposter. Give it away.
Make sure you log in tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Night, y'all. Take us home.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
Noses.
I don't know what he's doing, Damien.
I can't even say goodbye right. Fuck.
Word.